Okay, people, we are live. What's up? Very happy to be here as always. It seems that I'm having a bit of issues with my internet, so we'll see how things go today, right? So appreciate all of you for watching wherever you are on Twitch, YouTube, or Kick. So we're gonna start. I already see GenkiDev and Pakaku, who says, oh my god, hi nerdy. Yo said, hola Mr. Worldwide. To me, am I Mr. Worldwide? This says NASA. Yeah, dude, it's my NASA teacher. Yeah, check it out. I was part of an internship last year, and I was gonna go to the International Space Station, but then yeah, they got me out of the program, dude. Nick says it's amazing, dude. Come check it out if you get a minute. Okay, dude, I'm gonna go and check it out in a minute. Pakaku says apparently yes. Am I Mr. Worldwide, people? Okay, so I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Pakaku, how are you, Pakaku? What are you doing right now? Hezle says, how are you doing today, nerdy? I am good, dude. I hope that things do not go to shit, because I was seeing some dropped frames because of my internet. It's been shitty since yesterday, so I hope everything goes well, people. So if the connection fucking drops and I just go away like yesterday, it's my internet. Pakaku says, I'm good, nerdy. Just finished being productive today. Did you finish doing any swords, Pakaku? Any weapons? What type of things were you working on today, dude? Okay, people, so I'm gonna keep working on the same stuff I was working on yesterday, right? Remember this, like, mini rice fields and stuff. I was meaning to do a new material. I can't remember if I finished it. Yeah, so let me fire up Aseprite. Yeah, so I was working in this map. I went to work on other stuff today. I'm coming back to it until right now. Okay, let me read the comments. Pakaku says, I read that one. He says, so damn internet being slow is shitty, dude. Hopefully it gets better. That water looks nice, nerdy. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I didn't do this one, dude. I edited this one from one that I got on the marketplace. I had a previous water that I had been using, but I was thinking it didn't look as cartoonish and stylized as what I was looking for, so I got one, dude. Yeah, so I've edited that one. It's still not yet where I want it, but yeah, I'm gonna keep editing it, dude. Yeah, so how are you? What about you, dude? What have you been working on today? Okay, yeah, let's hope that things do not go to shit. Camera speed, yeah, 3. Yeah, okay, give me just a sec. I was feeling like things were fucking lagging. I don't know. Yeah, it was when I opened Steam. Seems like sometimes Steam starts using a lot of resources when it starts running. Yeah, okay, we'll see. So thank you, people, for coming. Let me read the comments. Pakaku says, finished making a sword based off Guam, which is a Vietnamese saber, I think. If you want to post it on the Discord, dude, and you want me to share it here, just let me know. Hezle says, your edit looks good. Thank you, dude, I appreciate it. Also, Hezle says, working on converting mechanics into modular components to use across multiple characters. Oh shit. Have you also thought about turning this kind of assets into things you can sell on your own? What is like the I forget names on the live stream, people. Always forget names. Yeah, on your shop where you sell your assets. Okay, people. Yeah, I think. Oh fuck, I am fucking stupid. Yeah, so I was like, why are things fucking slow? I was running my laptop on silence mode, not in the real performance mode. So yeah, now things are smooth. Yeah, fuck yeah. Okay, awesome. So Hepsa says, yeah, maybe, yeah, dude, because a lot of these modular systems seem to like work for selling, right? Yeah, I would assume. Yeah. Oh fuck, Steam, dude, stream avatars crashed. Next says, are you still using that Mac and capture card? I am, dude. I am, because I can work with Unreal Engine and it not being a headache. It was becoming a headache, dude. Yeah, running OBS and Unreal Engine at the same time. I wasn't working in the same way I worked throughout the day. It was a shitty way of working because the engine was so fucking slow compared to the normal performance. So yeah, check out how smooth it is, and it wasn't like this. Yeah, I can run things on high because I'm not running OBS, and it's still gonna be smooth. Yeah, so yeah, I'm running OBS with the Mac. It's okay, so let me read the comments. Hey, says this area is looking very nice. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've been using some reference for Japanese rural towns, and I think we're getting there. We're getting kind of the vibe. Pakaku says I posted. Oh my god, foliage looks so good. Oh my god, water so pretty. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. That means a lot. Yeah, we're just having fun, right? Making this fictional, cute, kawaii Japan. Let's go to the Discord, people, to see what Pakaku posted. And if anyone else has anything else to show, okay, Genki posted. I hadn't seen this one. I'm gonna check out Genki's first 3D tile mat with some test tiles. So check it out, people. This is Genki's new work with the system. Yeah, I can see the curved parts of the meshes, dude. Those are really cool. They look really smooth. Yeah, thank you for sharing, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna reset stream avatars, people. Give me a sec. Yeah, dude, I can see the system at work. Thanks for sharing. Looks really, really neat. Really, really smooth. Let's see what Pakaku posted. Pakaku fucking likes weapons. I fucking love this, Pakaku, that you love the weapons. That is like your fixation, right, Pakaku? Yeah. So check it out, people. Check it out. Yeah. Very, very nice sword, Pakaku. Dude, how the fuck do you make this detail, Pakaku? Yeah. Oh shit, dude. How is this? Is that like a normal map, a displacement map? Here it says the fake background cards is reminding me of a Squid Game area. Yeah, it would feel like that when you see it from here, right? But I don't worry about it because it will be mostly for like, yeah, for a couple of like cutscenes and shit where we're gonna see a bit of the sky. So the spaceman at like in normal gameplay like this, at any point we're gonna be at no point we're gonna be able to see those things that look like a box. But I do know that it looks weird if you just check it out like that. But it's gonna be mostly for like any cutscene, like camera, that it would be like from here and shit, from the top. Never gonna show each of the corners. Yeah, so thank you, dude. Yeah, appreciate it. Okay, let me read the comments. Genki says I have new 3D tile setup now and I have auto tiling set up. Dude, you should sell it. Yeah, you should sell that system. Pakaku says, yeah, I don't know why I'm obsessed with them, but I am having fun. Normal map, Damascus texture. I love Substance Painter, dude. Your normal maps look really, really smooth. That is a really, really good sword. So check out what Pakaku has been working on. These were the details that I was talking about. Yeah, man. Yes, you've become even better in substance than when I met you, Pakaku. Good stuff. Hazel says, I feel like each new area you make, the quality is getting better and better. Have you thought about doing a bit remastering to all assets? Yes. Totally. Fucking totally, dude. Yeah, I am remastering many things from the first maps that I worked on the game. Yeah, because... yeah, when you start putting in the hours, dude, inevitably you start getting better, like you're saying. So you get back to other assets, to other maps you've worked on before, and you feel like they look different than what you're making right now. So I'm definitely gonna go back, and I've been going back to the previous maps to start remastering them and shit, to go with the vibe of all of this, dude. So thank you for the kind words. That really means a lot. If you have anything to share, just let me know also, dude. Give me a sec, people. I wanna like enable again stream avatars, because if not, people are gonna cook me like the other day. Yeah, people came into the stream, they were like, where the fuck is my Pokemon avatar and shit? So let's run that again. Yeah, I don't know why it disconnected, but it did. Okay, give me a sec here. I'm just gonna disable something. Yeah. Okay, I think we are set. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for it to load and we're gonna continue here. So I was working on this material, remember that one? Yeah, the one that I was trying to make for the grounder. So where is this? Where is this? Here's the says, hell yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I remember on Indie Game, the movie, where this guy, the one that made Fez, talked about the same thing, dude. that as time went by and he kept working on the game, he started getting better on the art of the game, and he had to still to keep coming back to previous assets to remake them because the quality was being different from different places of the world design. So yeah, dude, that is something that really happens as a solo dev. You become better at other things, so you gotta get back to start polishing previous ones. Okay, let me see. Overworld, ground. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, third ground. Yeah, did I do a folder? Third ground. Yeah, I did made a folder, right? Yeah, ground, third ground, 01. Yeah, okay, so let me go into that folder. Third ground. Yeah, okay, here it is. So this is where we were at yesterday. Oh shit, Genki redeemed the Pikachu hat. Okay, let's wear it. Let's wear it, people. Give me a sec here. I'm just gonna fucking log into Steam because it logged out because I was using Aseprite here. So I gotta like, oh shit, it fucking logged out from here also. Dude, Steam really sucks sometimes for things like that. Yeah, it shouldn't be logging me out if I'm running a software on another fucking computer. Yeah, but it is what it is. Yeah, okay, so let me open up this one, third ground color. Yeah, let me check it out. Okay, let's wear the Pikachu hat. Let's be fair. Okay, Hezio says, yeah, I'm currently going through that with updating the core structure of Galvan. I'd like to approach things differently now. Big things on the screen, nerdy. What, dude? The fuck? Oh shit. Yeah, that is stream avatars and shit. Yeah, give me a second, people. Yeah, let me start that shit. So yeah, that's just the UI. So when you shows the avatars, so there it is. It's loading and it's gonna stop looking like that in a second. Yeah, so Hayes, yeah, I imagined it because Galvan was a thing that you worked yeah, a bit of a while ago, right? You have become better in the engine and making animations and assets and shit, so you really want to go back and rebuild many things. Genki says Spaceman Memories remastered. Dude, it's yeah, you keep remastering your own fucking games. It's fucking stupid. It is fucking stupid, I'm not gonna lie, but it's inevitable, dude. You keep remastering your own games. Yeah, it says Steam page updates are gonna be awesome with the remastered assets. Yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I've been pushing for that. I wanna be ready to release what I have to release. Don't wanna like go and try to like just do it for engagement purposes. I want to like remake the whole page and have a new trailer, new assets, new everything, so it looks like a new thing and it really shows the progress of the game. Hefner says, yeah, technically I started Galvan 9 months ago. Yeah, so in 9 months, dude, I think I've seen you like in the last few months just getting better at many things, dude. So I would assume that 9 months from before to today, a lot of things have happened, right? And you've made a lot of progress in many stuff. Okay, people, so this was the ground that I was looking for. Yeah, it looks more for like a rice field, right? Yeah, let me replace this one here. Third ground. Did I replace it? I think I had replaced it. Yeah, by the way. Okay, there it is. So let me know if that connection fucking drops. Just leave me a message in chat. If things go to shit, just let me know. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. Yeah, that is the struggle. You start becoming better and shit, and then you gotta go back and rebuild shit, dude. Yeah, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. That is one of the hardest things about being a solo dev. Yeah, going back and forth between shit that you had already made and shit and coming and redoing it. I've been thinking about rebuilding a couple systems and shit. Yeah, refactoring stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's change this one in the blueprint. Yeah, okay. This one's gonna be dirt ground 01. Yeah, we'll see Because I don't know, maybe this is way too small for to make this work. Yeah, but we'll see. Or way too big, I think. Yeah. Okay, let me replace that one with the blueprint. Yeah, dirt ground. And oh yeah, this works. This does the job exactly as I needed. Yeah, so 2x4. Yeah, 2x4, and check it out. We've got the ground. Oh shit, Sam Sniffles followed. Thank you, Sam Sniffles. How are you? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. If you have anything to ask me, just let me know. That's really cool. Sammy Sniffles, right? Sammy Sniffles says hello. How are you? How are you? Thanks for being here. Okay, Hester says, even at the tail end of Galvan first development stage, I was starting to go back and refactoring code to make it more modular. Yeah, well overdue. Yeah, man. Yeah. Refactoring shit, it's hard. You never know when to fucking stop, right? Yeah. Yeah, that is the struggle. How are you, Sammy Sniffles? Do you also make games? Which games do you play? Are you an artist? Which of everything? Yeah, just let me know in the chat. Appreciate it. Okay, I can see the seams on this one, so yeah, let me check out how this mesh is set up, and let's go and fix the material. Yeah, I gotta fix up the center. I like the voxel and stuff of nanite. I may add a bit of more displacement there. Yeah, so the center of this one, let me find it. Okay, magnitude, we've got 80 on that one. Let's see, 0.5 on the center. So it doesn't do that overlap. Oh yeah, I gotta reduce it then. Yeah, I gotta reduce it. So 0.1 then. Let's try 0.1. It's loading. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So it doesn't matter to me, these parts. I'm not even seeing those. But now see, it's clean here. It's clean. I don't see those seams. Hester says the seams are kind of nice. They kind of look like the lines you'd have naturally in a farm. Okay, let me try it again then. Yeah, let me try it again. Let's try at 0.15. Let's apply that one. Yeah, let's see the seams, dude. Let's see the seams. How they look. Yeah, we could have like smaller seams, right? Yeah, so yeah, they don't bother me, dude. If we can see a bit of them, they don't bother me. Yes, yeah, so thank you, dude. They do seem like what you would see in a farm. Sammy Sniffle says, I am good. How are you? I'm in college studying game art, but I would love to be involved with the production of it too. Fuck yeah, Sammy Sniffles. That's really cool. How long ago did you started in college? I didn't go to college, by the way, my friend. So you're gonna see a lot of non-conventional practices on what I'm doing here. Yeah, but that's really cool. How long have you been working in games? Hester says maybe clean is the way to go. Whatever you like, nerdy. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. I think the seam doesn't bother me, dude. I'm gonna close this part, people. This part looks like shit. I'm gonna close it. Let me just go and look at it up closer to see how the vibes are going with this place. Yeah. No, the seams aren't bad, I think. Yeah, the seams aren't bad. Okay, sorry for the ad break. Already? 25 minutes? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I cannot disable the ad breaks, so yeah, it is what it is. That's how it works on Twitch, right? Yeah, but the seams do not bother me. Now that I'm seeing them up closer, they don't bother me. They were like too present, but now that they're less present, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with those in that way. Okay, so yeah, this looks like something. Yeah, Hester says nice then. Yeah, thanks, dude. By the way, dude, if you have anything to show, just let me know. Just let me know. Okay, so I don't know. Let me see this water material. I can remember how I was editing it. Yeah, M water classic, M water classic C, M water. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. Okay, let me move a couple of these things a bit up so I can make all of this deeper. Okay, ad break ended. Yeah, okay, so my friend Sammy Sniffles, how are you? Yeah, how are things with game art? Only Han says only Papu. Oh Oh shit. Yeah, that is like in Spanish, like, yeah, hello, like more like a cute hello, and hello, my dude, something like that in Spanish. Oli papu. What's up, Only Hands? What are you doing? Sammy Sniffle says on Twitch, it's really cool to see your development, and it looks amazing as far as I can tell. I've been in college for game art for almost a year. That's really cool, my friend. Yeah, I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I'm just trying to have fun, dude, trying to make the dream game right, trying to finish it. Yeah, it's not an easy process, but you learn a lot of things throughout the way. Have you done any kind of games on your own, or are you making games as a team on college? And which engine have you used also? Savvy Sniffles. Only Hands, what are you doing right now? How was like the dinner and shit? Is Grimeshine working on the game? I think he is, right? Yeah, I'm thinking Grimeshine is locked in. So let me move all of this a bit up. You'll see why. Because I want to see, yeah, because of that. Because I want to see the water a bit more on the top. So it would look more like a kind of pool. It's not a pool, right, but more like a pool. Yeah, I want to see a bit more of the bluish of the water. So the scattering of the color of the water depends on how deep is the floor. Yeah, so let me move this a bit up like that. Yeah, I'm thinking I like more that bluish water. Yeah, let's move up the right stuff. Yeah. So with the Spaceman, we're not gonna be able to go in there. This is just gonna be for like making environment and art direction purposes. Only Hans says chilling on the couch, sniffing and drinking water. Yeah, I know you're sick, so I hope you get better. You also say Dominic is not locked in on the game today. Too sick, pobrecito, poor thing. Yeah, Grimeshine. Yeah, I'm sorry. So Grimeshine is sleeping. Yeah, let's hope that he gets better very, very soon. Hefde says, tell him for me to feel better. Yeah, let's hope that Grimeshine starts feeling better soon so he can come back to Unreal Engine very, very soon. Okay, yeah, this is what I was looking for. Let's fix up this plane because it's like getting out, right? I didn't move this one. Yeah, no, it's on the right place, but I didn't move that one. Okay. Yeah, the water looks cool. Looks like rice. We've got like a bush garden here. This looks not cool, so I'm gonna rebuild this, right? This was just for for fucking around purposes. Yeah, so let me go into Obsidian. Let's see the references of the images of these towns. Yeah, visual refs. Let me open that one. Okay. So I may add a couple of more of these rice plants enclosure. I think they're too separate right now. So let's go and fix up that blueprint to make them closer and maybe smaller for this one. Yeah, let me read the chat. Savage Default says, sadly, I've only made tabletop games so far, but I made some small environmental walkthroughs using Unreal Engine 5. Blueprinting is so interesting and I hope to get better at it. That's really cool, Sammy Sniffles. I am making my game 100% blueprints. I do not know shit about C++ in Unreal Engine, so it is indeed a very interesting system and very, very powerful system. Whichever fucking thing you have in your mind and you want to bring it into reality, you can do it with blueprints. Yeah. There must be a couple of limitations here and there in terms of performance for a very, very specific kind of games, but most things you could get away with blueprints. Yeah. Kevin said, what about the slightly higher terrain in the water? Oh, okay, dude. So let me show you why I left it where it was. So this water, the scattering. Oh, let me fucking select it, dude. Yeah, the scattering on the color of the water depends on the how closer it is to the deep, to the bottom. So if I move it higher, I am gonna lose a bit of that blue. Yeah, it just turns out to be transparent. So as deeper as it is, So that's why I'm leaving that one where it was, because I want to see a bit more of the blue of the water, so it looks a bit more stylized. He says there's a hole in the water though, the great area. Oh, which one? Where's the hole? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, let me know. There's a hole, let me know, please. Okay, let me go into this blueprint to change up these ones, the rice ones. Yeah, okay, there it is. It says in the front on the left. In the front on the left. Okay, so the front is here and the left is here. Dude, I cannot see the hole. Yeah, I cannot see the hole, dude. Am I stupid? Yeah, let me find it. So I cannot seem to find it. Bro, look where it's not blue. Oh, where it's not blue. Dude, I'm stupid. I'm fucking stupid. I never know how to take instructions from the chat. Dude, I cannot fucking see it. What? Oh, shit. Dude, I cannot see the fucking hole. Yeah. No, I'm not blind, dude. I cannot see it. Simon Sniffle says, I don't see a hole either. Yeah, I cannot see it, dude. Yeah. Dude. Is it like here? Is it this one, Hayes? Is this the one you're talking about? Yeah, I'm thinking that is just the plane. Let me make it smaller because it's going a bit out. Yeah, okay. Michael M. The shadow? How are you, Michael M? Which shadow? Hayes, if you're talking about this one, this is the tree. Yeah, that is the shadow of the tree. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, there's a complete mask of not having blue. Yeah, that was the shadow of these trees. Yeah, Michael M. Thank you. Between the third and fourth plant. Thank you, my dude. How are you, Michael M? How are you? You're also making games? He says it's not just a shadow. There's no blue at all just because of the shadow. Yeah, on that one it seems. Yeah, let me show you. I'm gonna move the trees, and yeah, there it is. Yeah, so that shadow is making that part darker, and yeah, it seems to be how the material interacts. I could disable the shadow of these trees because I don't need that, so I may disable that one. Yeah. Or I could just have it not like that close to the water. Yeah, it looks weird. Looks like water is bugging out. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave the trees around here so it doesn't bug out, dude. Yeah, thank you. No, but the shadows look good. I'm gonna leave them there. They look natural. Yeah, so Michael M, how are you? You also work with Unreal Engine. Let me go into this blueprint and let's switch this up. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna no, not that one. Yeah, this one. So let me duplicate this one. This one's gonna be, what the fuck does this has this name? Yeah, this is not the right name. I am very disorganized with name. Yeah, rice plants XY. Yeah, that's the right name. Okay, let's go and change up maybe the sizing a bit and the spacing. Yeah, so the spacing, we've got 200 right now. Let's try 140. Let's see how that one looks. And let me replace that one with this one. Yeah, replace selected actor with this one. Okay, so now they're gonna be closer. Yeah, I think this one would work better. So let me try it with 10. Yeah, 12, 13. Okay, it's 13, right? Yeah. So no, the sizing is cool. The sizing is cool, but I think we're gonna go with a closer spacing like this. Yeah, I like it more. Jesus says I didn't register that as a shadow because shadows don't sap away water. My bad, I guess. No, yeah, I wasn't registering it as the shadow also. I wasn't seeing the hole. Yeah. Michael M says, good man, supposed to be studying for a calc exam I have tomorrow. I'm not in game dev, but very interesting though. Would like to start soon. Fuck yeah, dude. Are you studying computer science or any engineering? That's where you're having the calc exam. I would get cooked at the calc exam, dude. Yeah, Only Hand says good luck on your exam, Michael. Indeed. Good luck, dude, because I would be fucking cooked. Michael says, I'm thinking of using Unreal or Godot. Want to create a small 3D game where you can walk around a small planet like Super Mario Galaxy. So I think Unreal Engine might be the best. Glad to stop by. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Means a lot. Yeah, I would say for that kind of game, you could definitely do it in Godot, dude. But also, and this could be a bias take, I think you could make more progress in a fun way with Unreal Engine for this kind of game, the one that you're thinking. Yeah, Michael says, also, can you talk about what you're making? I'm new. Okay, dude. Yeah. So I am making this game called Spaceman Memories. It's a JRPG, 2.5D pixel art setup on a fictional Japan. And yeah, we're gonna have turn-based battles. We're gonna have puzzles. Let me show you a bit of the trailer, by the way, so you can see a bit more of the game. You can see, by the way, a bit of the gameplay there on the overlay there on the corner. But let me just go onto YouTube to check out the trailer. Yeah, so you can see a bit more of it. Thank you for coming, dude. Yeah, don't worry, no worries. So this is Spaceman Memories. I'm a solo dev, by the way, making it in Unreal Engine, and it's, I would say, my dream game, dude. Yeah, I'm trying to make the game that with a lot of influences and ideas from the games that I grew up playing, right? So yeah, that's it, dude. It's got puzzles, it's got turn-based battles, and it's about a spaceman that comes back from a space mission to recover his own memories. Japanese spaceman. So that's what Spaceman Memories is, Michael. Thank you, appreciate it. Also, if you have a Steam account, please add it to your wish list. There it is in the pinned message on the chat. By the way, would really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you for asking, dude. That's a bit of Spaceman Memories. Okay, let me read the comments. Hazel says, maybe some size variation for the plants looks a bit repetitive, or placement variation, so they have a slight offset. But at the same time, if it's scrubbed, so I guess they're repetitive in nature. That opening rocket scene looked really cool. Thank you, dude. I really enjoyed making this one. Yeah, I'm gonna make another one, because I'm gonna have to revamp a couple of these assets. But yeah, I really enjoyed making that one, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a while. Gotta release a new trailer for fucking sure. Sammy Sniffle says, this is such a cute game. Did you make all the art? It sort of reminds me of the OG Pokemon games. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. It reminds you of that. I'm happy it reminds you of that. That is a big influence on me. Yeah. So thank you for the wish list. Yeah, I had made all of the art, indeed. Yeah, I mostly work on art on the live streams, Sammy Sniffles, because I am fucking slow with the blueprints and the coding and shit, and I would not be able to do complex blueprinting on the stream because way too slow, dude. I need like my full brain. So I mostly work in the art. You're gonna see the modeling, the pixel art, all of the process you can see on all of the previous live streams. Genki says 2049, nearly cyberpunk nerdy. Yeah, that's a good reference. 2049, dude. Pepsi says all those grass assets really need updating. Which ones? Michael Ems looks awesome. Don't burn out, and it's been wish listed. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to not burn out, dude, but at the same time, I'm trying to push myself. So it's a really tricky balance, dude. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't tell me what you were studying in college, by the way, Michael, for the calc exam. Sammy Sniffle says, I am the same way. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it is what it is, dude. The brain works in mysterious ways and shit. It says the old assets in the trailer, you can really tell how much you're improved. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update a couple of those things. Okay, people, I'm gonna leave that one there. I'm gonna come back to it. I just want to like keep doing the whole layout of the town, so then I can keep polishing the whole thing, and we can go to the other side of this. Is gonna have a different vibe because these are like older houses, these are like newer houses. And yeah, let's keep thinking about the layout of this place. Let's check out the references. Yeah, so this would be like what I was doing right now. We could add a bit of more details there, but I'm gonna do it later. Let me just think about all the things that I could do here. Yeah, let's add trees, but smaller trees, because I procrastinated those. I have only made bigger trees on this game. Maybe like the smaller tree would be this bamboo, but I mostly made things like this, and sometimes, or things like this, and sometimes we need smaller ones, and I've been missing those. So let me go and find some leaves. As I said, would be kind of funny if there was one single old house in the new area, and it's like an old granny that doesn't want to sell the land for a new house to replace it. Maybe you can talk to her and she talks about it. That is not a bad idea, dude. That is some good lore for a character. Very, very good background story for a character, dude. That indeed, it's not a bad idea. Yeah. Yo, Sammy Sniffles, you thought that you worked on tabletop games. Is any of these tabletop games on the web? Could I go and check them out? If you haven't released them in that way, don't worry, no pressure. It just made me have curiosity, dude. Michael says on YouTube, electrical engineering, I'm trying to survive. Laugh out loud. My semester ends after my exam tomorrow. Are you in college or have you graduated? What's your background? So no, I am not in college. I didn't go to college. I'm not even a dropout. I didn't even go. And my background is graphic design and marketing, my friend. Yeah, so yeah. Life is crazy, dude. You end up making shit that you didn't expect to make. And for me, game development is that, because I didn't think I had the capacity to do it for many years, dude, because I suck at coding. I am very slow, but my background is graphic design. It has nothing to do with engineering or computer science or anything related. Yeah, so I hope that everything goes well for you, dude, at the end of the at this end of the semester. By the way, yeah, my best wishes towards your exam and shit. Yeah, thank you for being here, dude, in the midst of the ending of the semester. Sappy Default says, I haven't released it for the web. It's just on a shelf collecting dust. I don't know if I should develop it digitally. I'm insecure. Dude, did you make the art and the assets for the game? Do you have pictures? I would really like to see that shit, dude. if you no pressure here, Sammy, but if you want me to check it out, I would really like to check it out. Send it over on the Discord there in the chat, because you're like the first person here that works in tabletop, and it would be really cool to see a bit of your work. But if you don't want to share it, if you have insecurity, don't worry, I totally understand it. Only Hand says you can do it, Sammy Sniffles. I think you can do it. Yeah, if you already started your studying all of this shit, I think you can do it. Okay, we're gonna have another one of those pools there. Let's bring the rise. Yeah, I'm just doing the layout right now. Then we're gonna go and polish any detail that we need. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna have here, people, but this cannot be like this. We're gonna have something there that doesn't let us cross to that part, right? It cannot be as random as this, but bear with me. I'm gonna go and fix it throughout the way of building the map. Okay, I think, yeah, these fences, let's bring a couple of those, yeah, to each one of the houses. Yo, so Michael M says you're better off than 99% of my girlfriend is also doing graphic design and she loves it. You guys are so talented. Wish I could do the stuff you do, man. I love the art style, my dude. Appreciate it. I think, dude, that at the end of the day, with whichever background you have, you're gonna have limitations. Whether it's art background, whether it's coding background, math background, and yeah, you gotta work through those. So I also think that you should start making games in one way or the other, dude. And you just gotta put in the hours and you can become a good artist, dude. Sammy Default says, I'll join the Discord, but I'll debate on sharing it. Okay, dude, no worries, no pressure. Appreciate it. But also, Sammy Sniffles, Dude, I think that you never know who you're gonna inspire in the world with your work. So do not underestimate your work. I underestimated myself and my work for a long amount of time, dude. And I for sure, I can tell you, I am not the best at a lot of things. Yeah, I'm not a pro in many things. I struggle with many things about game development, about coding, about everything, dude. But I've realized, dude, that you never know who is gonna get inspired by your work. So yeah, just putting it out there, dude, and stop overthinking about it. Don't think about if it's good enough or not good enough. It's a good way of growing, I would say. Michael says, can you post a link to the Discord? Yeah, give me a sec, my friend. Yeah, I am posting it right now to YouTube. Okay, so sending it over to YouTube. Give me a second. Yeah, because my chat is set up for Twitch right now, so I think right now the link is gonna be there, Michael. Let me know if it's there. Yeah, let me know if it's there. Yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you for asking. Appreciate it. Okay, so Michael says it's all about your portfolio. Yeah, I would say about the art. When you're talking about art, how things look and stuff. Oh, Sammy Sniffle subscribed for 1 month. My dude, thank you. Oh shit, thank you, Sammy Sniffles. Yeah, appreciate it. That really means a lot. You coming here today, following me, having this deep conversation. That is really nice, Sammy. Thank you. I hope that you saw this message. So, Sammy, if you didn't see the message, you subscribed afterwards and you were in the middle of an ad, just let me know. Yeah. Sammy says, I really love the conversation and the vibe. You inspired me. Thank you. Thanks to you, my friend. Thank you. You also inspire me with this kind of support. It's not easy, dude, Sammy, and the struggle never ends. Yeah, the struggle of feeling insecurity never ends. There are days in which I'm like, this game looks like shit. People are making Wukong with this engine. People are making Stalker Dude with this engine. My game looks like shit. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I have those days. But you gotta keep pushing in the middle of the insecurity, because you are never gonna get rid of it. Yeah, you just gotta keep... Yeah, believe in the process, dude. Yeah, whichever thing. Also know your limitations. I know my limitations, dude. I know which are my limitations. I know how much I can push myself in terms of graphics, mechanics, my knowledge, what I know, what I don't know, what I can build, what I cannot build. But I learned that thing about putting things out there on the internet or whichever medium you want to use, and it helps you with growth. And also, you never know who you're gonna inspire. Some people says, I was in an ad, that's why I subbed too. Thank you. Yeah, so I was telling you in the middle of the ad that I really appreciated the sub, dude. You coming today with the follow, becoming a sub the first day. That is some epic shit, my friend. Thank you. Means a lot. I hope that you can start feeling better and better about your work, so you can start sharing it more and more. Because you never know, dude. You never know who you're gonna help with, who's gonna get inspired. I've learned that throughout working on the internet for a couple years now, on whichever kind of thing. I've worked in startup stuff, worked in social entrepreneurship stuff, now this game dev stuff. And sometimes one thinks that your work, the work is irrelevant, but it's not, dude. It's not irrelevant. Maybe, and most of the time, you're not gonna be famous. That is just the reality of things. But one person or another person on the other side of the world is gonna like your work, dude. So just share it. Just share it. Yeah. Thank you, Sammy Sniffles, again. Yeah, the conversation's good, dude. Really cool vibes. Okay, these are not gonna be the ones that I'm gonna leave there, people. These are just like placeholders for like the vibe of the town. We're gonna have a couple of trees here, the ones that I'm gonna go and make right now. Let's find some leaves and let's turn them into pixel art. Michael says Discord link worked and comparison will just kill your motivation. People are gonna compare their games to yours every day you're learning. Exactly, dude. Comparison is ego, dude. Yeah, people do not see it in that way, but comparing yourself to people that are better than you and then rationalizing or thinking that you shouldn't make things just because other people are better, that is ego. And when you get rid of that shit, there's a big weight, dude, off your fucking chest, off your fucking like back and shit, and you start making things in a very, very sincere way, and you stop thinking about comparing your work to other people. And it's not easy to get to that point, but it's very, very, yeah, I don't know, very fulfilling. That's the word. Sammy Sniffle says, thank you so much. This encourages me. Yeah, my dude. Whichever thing that you want to make, whether it's games, whether it's tabletop games, I don't know, videos, content creation, just throw it out there. Throw it out there. You never know who's gonna like it. Yeah, I can tell you, dude. I really fucking struggled for years. Let me go into open game art, people, so we can find some leaves. I struggled like for years with starting a game and really making it, dude. Because I suck ass at coding. I'm not lying here. I'm not like just trying to be nice and tell you, oh, you can make games even if you suck ass. You can make games even if you suck ass. But I'm just being sincere here. I am a very, very slow learner with coding, logic, and systems and syntax or anything. Yeah, and I struggled for a lot of years, dude, that I wanted to make games and I couldn't. I never did anything because it was so hard for me. But knowledge starts to compound, dude. Putting in the hours starts to compound, and you start feeling less insecure about what you're doing. I would say the insecurity never leaves. It never leaves. But you start feeling better as years go by. So I would say the best antidote for this disease of overthinking is putting in the hours for whichever project you want to make. Yeah, because you're gonna start feeling better. Then you're gonna meet other people making the same shit, and you're gonna feel less insecure about it. You're gonna inspire each other. But it's a work in progress. It's not like a type of knowledge that you acquire very, very quickly. Okay, I had downloaded these ones. Let me find those ones. Let's go into downloads. Yeah, leaves. What the fuck was the name of this, dude? Yeah, vegetation. Yeah, vegetation. Yeah, so let me see which one. Yeah, these ones, these smaller ones, we're gonna use them for these smaller trees. You'll see, people, because these are, you cannot see them right now. Let me move this here so you can see a bit of it. Yeah, these are real pictures of leaves, and I bring this stuff into Aseprite, turn it into a pixel art, and then turn it into low poly meshes. Yeah, let's try it with this one, the one that has or this one. Let me try this one. Yeah, vegetation tree branch. Yeah, let me open up that one. Michael M says, where are you from? Man, what's your native language? Thank you for asking. I am from Honduras, and my native English language is Spanish. Yeah, I am not a native English speaker. How about you, Michael? If you wanna say, if you don't wanna say, don't worry. Yeah, I am from Central America, and my native language is Spanish. Okay, let me find that vegetation so we can turn that into pixel art, and we can make some smaller trees for like these smaller gardens. That's what I'm gonna like get the vibe of that place. Yeah, vegetation. We said I was gonna use this one, right? Yeah, let's try that one, and let me find the texture that we were using for these other trees. I think we're gonna have to use a lower or smaller resolution or smaller meshes. I don't know. Let's see. Tall tree, tall tree. Yeah, so let's open up this one. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so these are, this doesn't look like anything, right? So check it out. Looks like nothing. but that simple last texture is these trees. Yeah, that turned out to be these trees. So you can be creative about using very, very simple things for really cool stuff. Yeah, okay, so let's see. I think I'm gonna go with 128 by 128. So did I copy all of it? Yeah, I copied all of it. And let's make it smaller. Let's see how much detail we'll lose on this. Yeah, not that much as I thought we were gonna lose. Yeah, awesome. Let's add a bit of stroke on this one. I think Michael is on YouTube, English and from Ohio. Laugh out loud. Ah, I know a guy from Ohio. He comes here a lot. He's called Beat. Very good friend. He's also from Ohio. So also you say it's almost 1 a.m. here, so might not be in the stream too much longer, but I will try to sub by again. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, Beat has stopped coming a bit to the streams because he lives in Ohio and it is way too late for him. Yeah, so for me right now it's 10:30, so much earlier, dude. So I really appreciate you watching at this time of the night, dude. I totally understand. When you're leaving, just let me know so I can say goodbye and just come by anytime you like, dude. Yeah, appreciate it. Okay, let's add an outline here to this one. A bit greenish, right? Yeah, and a bit darker. Yeah, okay. You'll see, people, how this is gonna turn out to look like a tree, even if it doesn't look like it right now. And what else? Let's go into BlockBench. Yeah, let's fire up BlockBench and let's start modeling this. Okay, generic model. Let's create a new model. Confirm. So sending the love to the Ohio people. Really cool. We've got a couple of Ohio people on the chat. Oh, I know another guy from Ohio, but he doesn't live in Ohio anymore. He lives in Florida. Really nice guy, an expert with sounds in Unreal Engine. He's called the sound effects guy, but he's also from Ohio. So a lot of lore from Ohio on this channel. Okay, let's do cuboid. Yeah, we're gonna start with the cuboid, and let me see. Let me figure this out first. Let me add a plane. Yeah, let's add a plane of 128. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. Give me a sec. Yeah, 128. How big would this be? Yeah, not that big, so this is cool. So yeah, we'll see. I want to use the same texture for the branch and the leaves and stuff, so let me see. Maybe those leaves are a bit too big still. I'm gonna make them a bit smaller. I need some space for the trunk of the tree, so we'll figure it out. Okay, did I copy it, dude? No, I didn't. Okay, let's switch up this one vertically. I think, yeah, I think that kind of works. And this one, let's copy and paste it. Let's go. No, horizontal. No, I'm just gonna rotate it on this axis. Yeah, I'm gonna leave some space there for something like brown. Calavera says, what's up, dude? What are you working on today? I'm not gonna ask you any more shit about what we talked about yesterday, so I'm assuming you're doing some 3D architectural visualization. Am I right or not? Or are you playing today? Yeah, what's up, dude? Thank you for coming. Ah, shit, this should be on another layer. Yeah, so I can like delete a couple of these things around here. Let's see, let's make this one. Yeah, so see, have a bit of transparency there, so they don't overlap that much, so they don't look. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it there on the middle. That's all the place that I need. Calavero says, just waiting for some clips to render, so I'm chilling. So this guy works in 3D architectural visualization, people. He does really fucking good renders, but when he's doing the rendering, he has to stop using the fucking computer. Dude, do you still have two computers? Are you rendering on both of them? Yeah. How are the vibes right now with your computers? I don't know. We will see these, people, if I have enough space for like the trunk. I'm gonna make a very simple trunk, but nah, we're gonna have space. With just this small space, you'll see that right there. I'm gonna like, yeah, gonna have the brown for the trunk. Yeah, that one's cool. Let's copy this one to the other side, or maybe this part. Yeah, this part. Yeah. Oh shit, where are you, dude? Are you here? No. The fuck happened there? Calavera says the desktop is the rendering laptop. Laptop is free. Sammy Sniffle says rest in peace, Calavero's PC. Indeed, dude. Rest in peace, his PC. That I've used the software that he uses, and that shit uses a lot of resources. It's really fucking cool, but it uses a lot of resources. So, you're watching on the laptop, right? This guy has a even more powerful laptop than the desktop. Yeah, I'm not lying. Yeah, this is a true story. Okay, I'm gonna fix up those missing pixels later. Let's go with this shit for now. And you'll see what I'm trying to do. Genki says, Nerdy got that green again. No, dude, not that one. I am making regular trees today. Yeah, not that one. The one that I'm assuming you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Where am I gonna save this one? Emerald House. Yeah, this one's gonna be... Yeah, we're gonna make a new folder for small trees, which I haven't made. I have just made big trees. Yeah. This one's gonna be Small Tree 01. Very fucking obvious name, right? I'm a fucking genius. Yeah, Small Tree 01. Save it. Let's go back into BlockBench. And let's import the texture. Okay, for this one, let's create the UVs, auto UV. Yeah, so it's the whole area, I think. Yeah, so I can just apply it. So 16, do not combine island. This one's gonna be Small Tree 01, and let's import it. Replace it. Yeah, okay, there it is. Sammy Sniffle says, hell yeah, let's go. We love naming files. Yeah, dude, I fucking suck at organizing files and also naming files. I always go for the stupidest kind of names, very fucking obvious names, which I think they're gonna help me because they're obvious, and then I forget about the file, how the fuck it was named. So yeah, potato brain indeed. Are you like that also, Sammy Sniffles? Okay, let's change the file. Let's find that one. Small trees. Okay, here it is. So check it out. We've got the leaves. We're gonna make the trunk. You'll see. Let me add a couple of subdivisions here to this one. Let's see. Loop cut. How many? Direction on this one. How many did we do the other day? Yeah, I think it was 4 or 5. I think 5 would be. Yeah, I'm gonna make another loop cut in this direction, and 5. Sammy Default says, yeah, laughing. Yeah, so you also have the potato brain like me for naming and organizing files, dude. My folder for the assets, not the... In Unreal Engine, things can get very, very organized. Yeah, but the folder where I import the files, that is a fucking mess, dude. I don't even know how the fuck I manage that shit anymore. But it works. Yeah, it works. Sam Stifle says, I try to be organized as I can. I think I just make too many folders. I also make too many folders, and I do not try to be as organized as I can. I am naturally disorganized. Yeah, so not like you, dude. Not like you indeed. Okay, let's start moving some of these faces. Okay. Yeah, so this was what I was looking for. Yeah, let's start moving vertices instead of faces. Yeah, way more practical, I think, to make this look 3D-ish. What about this one? Yeah, check it out. It looks like the leaf is like falling and shit. More like 3D. Yeah, let's do that one. I'm gonna fix some of those pixels that are shitty and shit. I'm gonna go and be polishing it back and forth. Yeah, let's try this one. Yeah, we're getting there. No, so yeah, people, I'm very disorganized, not gonna lie. I don't know why the fuck am I like that, people, but I've been like that all of my life, and I've really tried to not be like that. It's not that I am like justifying my stupid ass disorganized brain. I've really tried to not be like that, using apps and systems and shit, but I always end up defaulting to my factory reset. Yeah, have you tried that, people, trying to like micromanage your life with a lot of apps and shit to make you more productive and know where everything is, how everything works and shit? I've tried that like 100 fucking times in my life. It works for like a couple days. I feel like I'm getting it, I'm getting better at it and shit, but yeah, sooner or later, yeah, I fuck it up. Yeah, that's my brain, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, the lips are looking like something. Nipple says, my boyfriend is also the same way. Whenever I see his art files, it makes me insane sometimes. Oh shit. So you would also go insane with my files. Yeah, and my layers, like in a Photoshop file and shit, like graphic design shit. Yeah, you wouldn't want to see my fucking layers. I can fucking assure you that. Yeah, my layers are always a fucking mess. So don't take the example from me, people. Yeah. Okay, let me duplicate this one. Let's rotate it. I may make one a bit smaller, I think. Yeah, let me make it a bit smaller before I rotate it. Yeah, like this on this axis. And let's transform it. Let's flip it on X. Yeah, because so it would not be the same thing on each side, right? Yeah, we'll get a bit of variation to this. Okay, sorry for the ads for the people on Twitch. You cannot hear me. I do not say what the fuck I say. I'm sorry, because you're watching an ad right now. So yeah, for the people not on the ad, appreciate it. Forsaken Dab, she's rating the stream with 8 viewers. Let's fucking go and give them a... Yeah, shit. Forsaken Dabs, how are you, my friend? Yeah, welcome, Raiders. So, and no ad right now. Okay, no ad for you. Thank you. How are you? Null Dot says hello. Null Dot says I have escaped the ad. Hell, thanks to the raid. Fuck, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was close. I was gonna feel very shitty if you people were watching the ad. Yeah, how are you, people? Thank you, Forsaken Dabs, for the follow. Yeah. What were you live streaming today, Forsaken Dabs? Only Hand says hi, Forsaken Dabs. Hi, how are you? Thanks for coming back. Sammy Steeple says, sheesh, welcome, Raiders. Indeed, welcome, Raiders. My name is NerdyPunkDev, and I am working on this game called Spaceman Memories, built with Unreal Engine. I'm a solo dev making my dream game, pixel art 2.5D and stuff, and I'm working on this map. These last few days, I've been working on this map, making some assets, some houses. And you can also go and check out the game there on the pinned message on the chat on Twitch and YouTube. It's a Steam link, so please add it to your wishlist. Yeah, Forsaken Dab says hello, back from ad. Oh, you were on the ad? Oh shit. Yeah, okay. Null Dot says, by the way, sweet BlockBench right there. Yes, BlockBench is king. I fucking love BlockBench. Do you also use BlockBench, Null Dot? Yeah, I love BlockBench, dude. And I didn't use BlockBench before. I started using BlockBench when I started coming to Twitch, and people started like hammering me, like bullying me, because I have been using Crocotile3D, which I also use still. but people started hammering me. You have to fucking start using BlockBench. On each stream, someone came in and said, BlockBench, you gotta use BlockBench, dude. You gotta use BlockBench. And I ended up taking the advice. The last person that ended up pushing me to the edge of BlockBench was my friend Grimeshine. So thank you to Grimeshine, because of you, dude, I'm using BlockBench and it has really helped me. Null says, yes, you also use BlockBench. What kind of assets do you do? Forsaken Dab says BlockBench is GOAT. It is. I fucking love it. It's so easy to use, very practical. Yeah. Null says, I would be hammering you too, you dirty crocotile. I'm a dirty crocotile, dude. And it has been like my first girlfriend, my first low poly girlfriend, my first love in low poly, and it has been hard to leave her. Yeah, not gonna lie. Been cheating her with BlockBench for quite a while now, but it's hard to leave her. It's my first low poly love. Null Dot, do you make art with BlockBench? By the way, people, if you wanna show your art for the raiders or anyone else watching, if you wanna show your art, we've got a Discord. If you wanna join, there it is, the link in the chat. You can send over things on the Discord and I can show them here on the screen. So just let me know. Yankee says Crocotile is sexy as get off it. Crocotile is king, dude. I think both of them are king for their own stuff. Forsaken Dab says, I use Crocotile too a little. Can't understand for my life though. No, I do understand why I use Crocotile, not gonna lie. Yeah, there are many assets which I do prefer to make in Crocotile. Forsaken Dabs, what were you doing today on your stream, by the way? Yeah, were you doing some game dev, some art? Yeah, no, I know people, Blockbenchers and Blender people see Crocotile3D and they're like, why the fuck are you using that? It's not practical. But I think it is for many things. It's got its own very quirky workflow, which for certain things it's really cool. Null says, I'm just getting back at it at BlockBench, right? Been really busy with many stuff. I'm learning some stuff I always wanted to know, like the outline thingy. Oh yeah, I was trying the outline thing the other day. I didn't make it work. Null says, and now finally animation. I was also trying animation the other day. Let me show you a bit of the stupid shit that I was doing with animation. Where are you, robot? Yeah, so I made this robot the other day. It's gonna be like the AI companion of the Spaceman, and I was trying a bit of animation here in BlockBench. Yeah, very simple, right? But yeah, I was also trying it. Let me restart it so we can see. Yeah, I was making it fly. I was also making some idle animations. Yeah. So yeah, BlockBench is really cool. Forsaken Dab says, working on art for my Made Cafe game. Null is teaching me sizing with my sprites. Oh shit, Null, are you an expert with pixel art? I'm very happy that you're working and helping my friend Forsaken Dabs. How are things looking, Forsaken Dabs? Are you enjoying the process? Did you post anything on Twitter or Instagram or anywhere? Null says, I do know Blender. I don't use it because PC is weak, but Spirit is strong. Oh, so BlockBench runs better on your PC. Null says, were you using the plugin or making the outline yourself? I was trying the plugin. Yeah, and I didn't make it work. I am I suck with instructions, dude. So watching the video with the instructions, yeah, I didn't make it work. Null says, BlockBench runs smooth as hell. And you're running it locally, not on the web? Yeah, that's really cool. I'm very happy that runs smooth for you. Okay, people, let me see. How many of these kind of like branches? Yeah, we're gonna make them a bit more separate, I think, because these ones are gonna be smaller trees and there's gotta be a bit of more separation between all of these branches. Let me resize this one a bit, like so, like the lower one is smaller, right? Yeah, like that. And the top one is also smaller, so it gives a bit of variation to the leaves of the tree. Okay, let me read the comments. Gig says, yo, my G, are you using that stylus water asset, or do you like it yet? I am using it and I'm fucking liking it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would recommend that one to anyone. Null says, yeah, locally. Oh, so that's good. So BlockBench is very well optimized. Keki, did you get it on the sale? Forsaken Dap says, I posted a bit on Twitter, but low-key, I am struggling because I am used to like rushing art with game jams, but never finish any jams with others, so this is my first time doing it alone and taking my time with the project. Yeah, what I was telling you yesterday, game jams activate a different part of the brain, and it's a very different type of workflow. Yeah, and doing more long-term kind of projects, the dopamine system on the brain, the feedback system on the brain works in a different way. And one wants to get that feedback right quicker, in a quicker way, and it feels slow. Yeah, making a game for months or years and shit, it's a different kind of beast. I think game jams are a beast. Making games like a long-term project are a beast, and they're different kind of beasts that activate different parts of the brain. Keki says, I fucked up, didn't buy during the sale. Dude, that's why I was telling you people, reminding you that yesterday was the last day of the sale. Dude, the things that I got them like 10 minutes before it ended. And I didn't get some that I wanted to get because I really didn't expect them to be so exact with the hour of ending the sale, but they did. Forsaken Dap says, and I get to do more coding, so I get to take time to learn. Fuck yeah. How are you? What are you using? Are you using C#, JavaScript? Which one are you using? Null says, and yeah, I'm a pixel artist, programmer, 3D, and if I ever get my ass into it, maybe even music. You should get your ass into it. I also make pixel art. I program, also do 3D, and I make music. Yeah. Thanks a lot for the follow, Null. That's really cool. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for coming in the raid. That's really nice. Yeah. Null says, so Forsaken Daps, you are doing really well. Did you post today on Twitter? If you posted, I'm gonna go and check it out. Forsaken Daps. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Null. Again. Null says, I really like the vibes here, my friend. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just try to have like a chill vibes and stuff. Enjoy. I may be ranty sometimes, but not to the people in the chat, just to myself. I just start telling myself I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, oh fuck this when things aren't working. But mostly I try to keep the vibes very chill. So thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. Sam Sniffle says the vibes are amazing. My new friend, thank you also. Means a lot, people. It's not easy. It's not easy, right, to do streaming, right? And getting this kind of encouragement really means a lot. Okay, let me see. Forsaken App says, thank you, Null. And for now I'm using JavaScript, but when I get better, I will start using C++. Oh shit! Since that is why I learned with school. And I can post what I did in the Discord channel. Okay, so let me know when it's ready and we can check it out here. Oh shit, you're gonna go with C++. That is a beast. That is a beast, people. And I would be afraid of that beast, not gonna lie. Yeah. Unreal Engine has C++, like C++ is like the main thing of Unreal Engine from the older times, right? Before it had any blueprints and stuff. But yeah, I'm afraid of it. Not gonna lie, I am afraid of it. Yeah, let's make this like a bit less wide, and then I'm gonna add some subdivisions so we can turn it into like the trunk of the tree. Doesn't look like nothing right now, but it'll start to look like something, people, so bear with me here. Let's make the resizing of this one a bit taller. Yeah, so it's gonna be a kind of a narrow tree. Yeah, it's gonna be a small narrow tree. You'll see it on the game. Null that says, me making games with no engine. What? Oh shit, you're doing your own engine? Oh shit, dude. Yeah, respect, dude. I would never know how to do that. I am hoping that in the next 10 years I can make a game with no engine. That is like a dream of me, not gonna lie. But dude, it's overwhelming. Yeah, are you using C++? Okay, let's add a couple of subdivisions here. I'm gonna hide the leaves so I can work exclusively on the branch. Yeah, okay, loop cut. Let's see how many loop cuts. Yeah, I think 8 is cool. Yeah, we're gonna go with 8, I think. Okay, it's on the Discord. Sammy Sniffle says, bro, you're crazy. How the heck? To Noldot, you're saying that? I would say it's a good kind of crazy. And I think people are crazy that go with no engine. Not gonna lie. And I would really like to do it because it sounds so fucking crazy. Noldot says, yeah, I'm that kind of programmer, the masochist one. I wouldn't say masochist, dude. I would say that it's getting into the craft, into the, like the low level of the craft, and just getting like the pleasure in understanding how things work under the hood, which is not an easy feat, but it's very attractive to many people. It's attractive for me, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I hope that I can accomplish it sooner or later, but I know it's hard. Noldot says, I'm a C programmer. Yeah, and I'm currently using a language called D. Dude, I've seen D. Soaring was using D a couple of weeks ago, right? Am I wrong or am I right? Do you watch this guy Soaring on Twitch? Yeah, I have seen D, dude. I don't know what D is, but I've seen the name and stuff. It's, yeah, low level people are fucking smart, but also crazy, in a good way, and I would really like to become one of those. Okay, let me add a loop cut on this direction so we can grab all of that edge. Yeah, let me do it on this one also. So we're gonna make this a bit rounder. I could have done this with a cylinder, but I didn't want to do it with a cylinder because it starts to be too rounded. I think I like to start with cubes. Okay, let's go to Discord to see what Forsaken Apps posted. So this is Forsaken Apps pixel art. Let's check this out. Fuck yeah, Forsaken Apps, you're getting better. Really cool. Appreciate it. Check out the food. Oh shit, Forsaken Apps, I'm on a keto diet, so this shit is killing me. This is all the shit that I cannot eat right now, and it looks really yummy and really nice. You're getting better, my friend. Yeah, you're getting better. Just keep doing it. Yeah, what Noldot was saying, it was true. Your food is looking yummy, which I would say is the important thing about food in any kind of art. Even it could be like realistic art or pixel art. If it's yummy, it gets the vibes. So I think it's yummy, so good for you. So thank you for sharing, people. This is the Discord. If you want to share anything, just let me know. Let's see who posted on the general chat. Oh, a couple people came in. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, people. Means a lot. This is really nice. Okay, let me read the comments. Noldot says, oh my god, a Sodin follower. Yeah, I follow Sodin, dude. He's crazy, but I love him. He can get very dark sometimes, but he's a fucking fun guy. Noldot says, I like his content. He has really cool technical explanations. Yeah, the guy knows his shit. He may be an asshole sometimes in a funny way, but it doesn't bother me, I would say. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Yeah, I follow Soaring. Noldot says the dishes are incredible. Yes, they are. Onlyhan says cool, Forsaken Apps. Cool indeed. Forsaken Apps says thank you. Thanks to you for sharing, my friend. Just keep going. You're gonna become a better and better pixel artist, and you're already a good one. So just keep putting in the hours. The food looks yummy, which really kills me because I've been on a diet and no sugar and stuff. And you were having all of the cool sugar stuff there on your pixel art stuff. Yeah. So let me get back to Noldot. How did you end up working in D? D is a real language, people. This person is not joking, and I'm not joking. I think it started like a parody, right, with the name. Because there was C and now it's D, so it sounds like a parody. But it's cool. It's cool to see people working on it. It may be different, right? I'm assuming. Yeah, simple answer. I hate C++. A lot of people hate C++, dude. Yeah, you're not the first one. A lot of people love it, but a lot of people fucking hate it. Have you seen this guy, Jonathan Blow, the one from The Witness? He fucking hated C++ so much that he started making his own language. Yeah, so that is not uncommon, Noldot. Yankee says C++ is delicious. Yeah, a lot of people like it, dude. Yeah, and I do understand why a lot of people like it, and I do understand why a lot of people hate it. Yeah, it's a nuanced conversation, C++, I would say. Forsaken Dab says, no. No, I've seen these Forsaken Dabs. A lot of people hate C++. Yeah. And it seems like the more knowledgeable on C++ you become, the more you start hating it. Yeah, it's a paradox there. It's a paradox. Yeah, many of the most knowledgeable people with C++ hate it. Null that says, my name is Null. What did you expect? Yeah, no. You just said it. You just said it. So how is D going for you? How long have you been working with D? In the middle of the disappointment of Forsaken that saying no. Yeah, no, I know it is what it is, but a lot of people hate C++, but I understand why a lot of people like it also. I'm trying to become better at it, and when I become decent at it, I can think about things like D, because I wouldn't even fucking know what D is. Yeah, I watch the streams of Sodding and these guys and stuff, but most of the time I'm just entertaining myself. It doesn't mean that I'm understanding what they're doing. Okay, let's enable this and this one. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, we're gonna have that one. Yeah, let me go and see a couple of trees. Yeah, like smaller trees. Yeah, I want to take a reference on how a branch would look. Yeah, some are like just a normal branch. Yeah, some go like this. We could add a couple. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Let's add a couple of... I could do it with extrusions, but I'm not gonna extrude. I'm just gonna duplicate meshes. Yeah. You only live once, so if you can do things in a disorganized manner, do it. No, that says on Twitch, really few weeks so far with D. The issue with D is that the community is smaller, so things that C and C++ have already pretty set, like WebAssembly, are limited there. And that's my main misadventure right now. Getting Raylib with D works in the browser. I already got some help from another D programmer, so hopefully I will be cooking. So my friend, whenever you have anything cooked that you want to share, please share it. I'm always looking forward to seeing what people are doing with low-level languages or not known languages like D. So it would be really cool. How long have you been using Raylib, by the way? Null that says, I would love to. Yeah, I would love for you to, get good at D, and we can see cool shit of you made with D. Dude, it sounds like a joke, the name of the language, people, but it's real. It is real. Yeah, let me rotate this one. I think I don't know, we will see. I may go and do this kind of like branches from scratch. I shouldn't have done it in that way because it looks shitty, but I'm lazy, so I sometimes take these kind of like shortcuts. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the shortcut. Let's delete these faces. Yeah. Oh, what did I select there? Yeah, I selected the wrong thing. Yeah, okay, let's hide the... Yeah, let's hide the leaves. I'm gonna delete all of this part. Yeah, this one. Yeah, who else here has used Raylib? I haven't. I know what Raylib is, but I haven't. Okay, Nuldo says, trust me, that is not the lowest I have gone. I was doing Game Boy Homebrew in assembly just a few months ago. Had to quit because it was taking too much time. Dude, yes, assembly is like, is that the lowest that you can get? No, machine code would be like the lowest, right? Yeah. But in terms of like a language that we can write, I would say it's okay, null dot. I think you're in an ad, so I'm gonna wait for null dot. Forsaken Dab says, oh my god, I have to learn yeah, x86 assembly right now, and it makes me wanna cry. Yeah, it makes you wanna cry. For what? Forsaken Dapps, for what are you learning assembly? What kind of project are you gonna make? Yeah, nah, this is still not there. Yeah, so I gotta delete these ones. We just only need like 3 of those. Yeah, so let me grab the whole mesh. Let's duplicate it. Null that says, I feel so sorry for you. Yeah. Yeah, I just sent a message for the people watching the ad. Yeah, sorry for that. We cannot disable ads on Twitch, people. Yeah, so that's just how it is. I just try to reduce them to the minimum. Yeah, so yeah, this is what I was looking for. Let's duplicate this and let's rotate it so we can have branches. We're back from the ad. Forsaken Dab says, I dropped my class twice because of that language, and now I have to pass for my third, and I have to quit my job because I really need the time to focus on it. Drives me crazy. Shit, that is a shitty situation, Forsaken Dabs. Why is this like an a class that you really have to take, that you cannot get away with not taking? And I would ask, why are they teaching assembly in colleges still? I wouldn't say it's bad. I would say it's not that used in the market. I would say that assembly is something that you learn because you want, for very specific stuff. But I may just be ignorant. Ulvi followed. Thank you, Ulvi. Appreciate it. How are you? If you want to leave a message in the chat, just let me know. Appreciate it. Means a lot, Ulvi. Null that says, oh my gosh, yeah, it sounds like, dude, assembly is hard. You cannot have a day job if you're learning assembly. That is like alien language. Yeah, Forsaken Dab says, I have to take it in order to get my bachelor, sadly, and I'm a QA tester, so being full-time for a studio is impossible since I can study or get a tutor and exams are worth 80%. Yeah, so it's not compatible with having a job learning assembly, I would say. Or our friend Nulder has a day job, and you may be really fucking smart because you can learn assembly while having a day job. I couldn't. Ulvi says, hi, fine. What about you? I am good, my friend. Appreciate it. I'm working on my game, Spaceman Memories. You can check it out there. A bit of it, of the trailer and the gameplay on the Steam Deck on the overlay on the corner. And I'm working on some trees today in BlockBench right now. Yeah, I'm doing some branches, my friend, for this world that I'm doing here in Unreal Engine. So I've been working on this new map for my game. Oh, wear a Pikachu hat and wiggle the ears within by Genki. Okay, let's do it. Genki says, Nerdy is so modest. Dude, in which way? Forsaken Dab says, Pikachu time indeed. Yeah, these are the regulations on this channel, so we gotta do it. We gotta do it. So there it is. Let's wiggle the ears. Okay, so my friend Ulvi, I'm good working on this map, working on a couple towns. This is a fictional rural Japan. So my game is set in a fictional Japan, and I'm working on different kind of things. I'm working now on some trees for this smaller town. And yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. What about you? Ulvi says, nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Null that says to Forsaken Dabs, yeah, computer science always requires you to understand assembly at some degree for tracking and optimization stuff. Personally, I hate that. Yeah, I would say that assembly, it's a cool thing, dude. It's a cool thing that a lot, many people should learn, but I wouldn't say most people should learn. So it being required, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I may just be ignorant. Yeah. Sammy Sniffle says, that's so cute. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. These are the regulations. We've got a couple of rewards on Twitch. with the avatars, the in-screen avatars. We've got the Pikachu hat, and I'm gonna add a couple of new ideas that I've been thinking about. So yeah, you gotta use the points to redeem the rewards. Okay, so yeah, so Ulvi, how about you? What are you working on today, or what are you playing? Sam Sniffles, I read that one. Redeem bomb run. Okay, let's do a bomb run of the in-screen avatars then. Let's see. Where are you? So bomb run of in-screen avatars incoming, people. So all of you are gonna go flying. Yeah, the people that were active chatters in the last minutes are gonna go flying. Thank you for redeeming the bomb run, my friend. That is really cool. Thank you for using the points. Means you've been watching, and that's very, very, very meaningful to me. So thank you for redeeming the bomb run. Bomb run finished. We can do another one whenever it's available. Null that says it's cool if you're working in old platforms or limited hardware. In modern computers, hell nah. Use Python like a normal person. Yeah, I'm thinking that it's not cool, dude, to have students be learning assembly and it being really required. It would be like I would say it should be like an optional kind of course. Forsaken Dab says struggle is real. Indeed, I would imagine it's real. Yeah, it's like alien language. I see that shit and I'm like, yeah, this reads like how I would imagine like Martians talk. That is how assembly looks, people. If you haven't seen how assembly looks, these people that made games before, these people were really pros, people, because they were making all of these games in the older times, all of the software, not only games, with assembly. And I'm like, oh shit. We've become a bit weaker as a society because people weren't complaining about making games with assembly in the 80s. Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. We've got the next abstractions, right? The better languages to manage all of this stuff. So yeah, I'm sorry for you, Forsaken Dabs. Sounds like a real struggle. Okay, I think the branches are cool. I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna bring this stuff to Unreal. Genki says that's not how higher education works though, nerdy. Shit is never optional. They legit want to torture you. I didn't know, dude. I didn't assume that it was torture. But yeah, it may be it. Lildot says be yelling at the CPU. English motherfucker, do you speak it? Yeah, they do not speak English. That is very much true. The fucking CPUs do not speak English, and that's why we have invented all of these abstractions of these languages. And we have ended up with the highest type of abstraction, like blueprints in Unreal Engine. But at the end of the day, it's just finding a way of talking to the GPU. Genki says my electromechanics might as well be a bullet because it's killing me. I know, dude. I know. Shit is hard. It's a struggle. Forsaken Dab says the class is like, shit, $1,200. That is a shit load of money. Yeah, that's a shit load of money in the US. You live in the US, and in here it would be like a super shit load of money, indeed. Okay, let me select all of this. I may turn all of this into just one mesh. Yeah, I'm just gonna merge it. Yeah, so I can do the why is this one? Yeah, I can do the unwrapping very, very easily. So let's do auto UVs. Genki says it's torture for a piece of paper. Genki says Forsaken Dabs America. Yeah, Forsaken Dabs is from the United States. So I don't know about the pricing of education in different countries. So I wouldn't know how bad or good is it on every country, but $1,200 sounds like a shed load of money for just one class. Okay, let's apply the texture to this one. Yeah, so I told you, people, we were gonna have space. I am gonna have these ones around here, I would say. Yeah, and first let's go and paint it in brown. Yeah, let's see. Paint bucket. Oh fuck. Okay, element, whole element. What the fuck is that, dude? What did I fucking do? Where did those fucking faces came from? Did I merge the shit that I shouldn't merge? No, I know what's happening here. I know what's happening here. Yeah, it's the unwrapping. Oh yeah, I'm fucking stupid. Yes, I shouldn't have done these leaves on all of this. Yeah, because this transparency is gonna or let's see if the dirty kind of way works. If I delete the, yeah. I'm just gonna delete these faces. Yeah, those UVs there, I do not did them, so yeah, we can do it as I was thinking. Yeah, those yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, okay, let me know in the comments so I do not get lost. Okay, where were we? Forsaken Depth says true, but no pain no gain. Yes, that's life, right? No pain no gain. Yes, Sammy Stifle says college be too expensive for no reason. Why is parking like $600 on college? Like for a month of parking? Forsaken Depth says that part ridiculous. The parking? What? Keki says, yeah, legit. At my university, they legit take the prior year's content, slap the new year onto it, and go money, please. Yeah, people, I'm very sorry to hear these stories. Yeah, the struggle is real. It indeed is real. Yeah. Dude, I didn't know parking was so fucking expensive at colleges. Is this like the price for a month of parking? Yeah, oh shit. I am like totally like surprised on that fact, Sammy Sniffles. Yeah, I think I can get away with deleting those faces. Ah, shit. Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I reduce the whole thing. No, I know what I'm gonna do here. No, I'm not gonna delete those faces. That is very, very unclean. A very unclean process. Oh, where's the mesh? Okay, this one. I'm just gonna paint it at red right now. No, it doesn't have a texture, so yeah, you'll see what I'm gonna do. So let's select all of these faces. Let's go back here. Yeah, so I'm gonna select all of these faces. Move textures with UV. No, so it's not doing it. Yeah, it's not doing what I was thinking it was gonna do. Yeah, so no, let's go into Aseprite. Forsaken Depth says, yeah, it is. One semester is $250. A whole year is $500 for me, something like that. Parking, the fuck? Oh shit, dude, not even here. This is very fucking ironic. Not even here in the third world, people will pay for parking on the university in that way. And a lot of things are dysfunctional in the third world, but paying for parking in this way, shit. Sammy Stifles, yeah, the price for the whole year, 2 semesters. I am like, what the fuck? Yeah, that is crazy, people. I'm very sorry to hear these stories. Sounds really shitty, not gonna lie. Yeah, the struggle is real, people. I totally get what you're talking about. I wonder, so for a couple of you people, so Forsaken Depths was saying that you cannot keep going this next semester with the assembly stuff and your work, right? How do you manage to go with all of these expenses, people? Sounds very, very difficult. Yeah, to go study, pay for all of these expenses, and also to have time for work. No, that says you just said third world. Where are you from? Yeah, that's not a joke. I am from Honduras in Central America. Yeah, and it's a very nice place in terms of nature. We have very, very nice sea, very nice forests. Nature is beautiful, dude. But functionally wise, it's very dysfunctional. Not gonna lie. So it's very ironic for me. Oh shit, Joey Toro, back-to-back rates today. What's up, Joey? Second rate of the day. How are you, Joe? How are you, Raiders? Genki says in Greece they'll just park on the footpath and call it a day. Yeah, here also. Orisha in school now, 2 years for $84,000. Oh, how are you, Orisha? It's so shitty, dude, that I have to greet you with this really hard to read message. That sounds like a shed load of money, my dude. Oh shit, that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Yeah, Joe, we're talking. I am very sorry, Joey. I know you've been in the process of finishing your thesis and presenting your thesis and stuff. You don't want to talk about college, but we are talking about college expenses. How are you, Joey? And how are you, Raiders? Sam Sniffle says, welcome, Raiders. Yeah, welcome. Forsaken Dap says, via AFSA and scholarships and with work. Sometimes we do overtime. Also, that's how you manage to get through, right? So, dude, Orisha, what Orisha was saying, dude, I wouldn't even fucking know where to get $84,000 from. I don't know how many of you people manage, and props to you people. My sincere admiration for going through these very, very hard systems. Only Han says, hi, Joey. Yeah, hi, Joey. Nuldot says, thanks, Taps. You brought me to someone from my own country. What the fuck? Dude, I'm reading this fucking message in... No, that maes, you do anytime. Who the fuck are you, dude? That fuck, dude. I'm like finding another Honduran randomly from another raid on Twitch. Man, yo también soy hondureño. Francisco Teucigalpa. I don't know who you are. I don't know who this person is, but this is fucking cool. Sam Sniffle is like, who the fuck are you? Dude, this is crazy. This is some epic shit. Yeah, it wasn't in a bad way. He's a fellow Honduran, and he or she knows that this is how we treat each other. Like, no fucks given, and we don't get offended. Sam Sniffle says, who are you, bro? No, but close. Shit, that's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, so... Valle de Angeles. The fuck, shut up. This guy lives like 30 minutes from where I live. I am not making shit up. This is my sister saying que boca in Spanish, which is like, you suck at talking and swearing. Shut up. So don't listen to that person called Lourdes Tercero on the chat. Don't pay attention to that person. She's crazy. Sam Sniffle says, nice. Only Han says, hi to my sister. Yeah, hi, Lourdes. How are you? Shut up. Dude, this is crazy. Nuldot. Dude, this is some... What the fuck with the internet, people? Dude, Forsaken Daps, did you know Nuldot was from Honduras? Yeah. We live like really fucking close. Like 30-minute drive, 40-minute drive. Forsaken Dap says, I have to go to bed soon and it's about to be 11 p.m. but I hope you all have a great night. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for bringing Nuldot. Oh shit, this is so funny. Yeah, this is so funny. Thank you, Forsaken Dap says, and a bit I knew they lived out of the country. Yeah, the internet is fucking crazy. I cannot believe this shit. Yeah. Dude, this guy must be like, where the fuck is this guy from, saying that he's from the third world? Not in a million years he expected me to be from the same fucking place. This is like crazy. My sister says hi to Hans. My sister says, hola, Nuldot. ¿Qué tal, Nuldot? Qué locura. Qué locura. No sé si sos chava o chavo, pero qué locura. Me explota la cabeza. Forsaken Dap says good night. So that, all of that I said in Spanish is like, my brain just fucking exploded. Nuldot says good night, Dap. See you later. My sister says, let's make NerdyPunk dance. Shut up. I'm not dancing. Shut up. I'm a grown-up now. I'm like Joey Toro. I do not dance anymore. I have grown up. Sammy Sniffle says YouTube videos. To Orisha. What were you talking about with Orisha? About YouTube videos. I'm lost her. Good night, Forsaken Daps. Yeah, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Thanks for the raid. Means a lot. But My sister is saying that I should dance. I have danced on these streams. Yeah, but I'm a grown-up now, like Joey. Are you there, Joey, or did you leave? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, now the lips are gonna work. We're gonna have to go and fix this shit up. Because I needed space here. At least like a couple of pixels around there for the lips and stuff. Joey says I'm here. Yeah, so, Joey, you don't dance anymore, right? So Joey says I agree though. We are grown-ups now. We don't dance anymore on Twitch. Dude, Joey, you had like the best way of saying it, dude. Dancing is just like, it's already hard to be reading the chat, and dancing just fucks up with our shitty ass attentions. Joey and me have the attention of a chihuahua dog. So if we go and dance, we can't even remember what we were working on. No, that says okay. Shit, the fuck. So Nuldot says in Spanish that you've lived the most Honduran moment, it seems. Two Hondurans enter a place and both think for one reason that they are from Nicaragua. Yeah, man. Dude, I cannot. How long have you been following Forsaken Dabs? Like he says to my sister to make me dance. I don't think so, dude. Lourdes says sorry for disturbing your life. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hurting your feelings, dude. Shut the fuck up and go to sleep. She's talking shit, people. Don't listen to her. Her feelings are not hurt. Joey, I read that one. Sabby Sniffles says you can still be an adult and dance. No, I know, dude. I have danced here, Sabby Sniffles. Like for real, dude. I'm not joking. My sister says good night. Good night. Good night, my beautiful sister. Sending a kiss to you. Joey says rare occasions, maybe, but no more dancing every 30 minutes. Yeah, dude. That really fucks up with your attention, right? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's so hard, dude. It's fun, but not for every 30 minutes. Kaki says, whoa, why'd you talking to your sister like that? That's not nice. Dude, if you don't talk to your siblings like that, you don't have a close relationship with them. Yeah, your siblings are one of the people that you're gonna treat in this way. If not, you're not close to them. There may be exceptions, but everybody treats their siblings like this. Nuldot says, a few months I saw her in Blue Sky and really like her vibes. Oh, that's how you met Forsaken that shit, dude. Small world. This is a fucking small world. This is crazy. Nuldot says she reminds me a lot to when we started doing my own stuff. Yeah, how long have you been coding, dude? Did you go to university? Sammy Sniffle says it's a sibling thing. Yeah, exactly. If you don't treat your siblings like shit, you don't have a close relationship with them. We're gonna do this shit again. Yeah, cause yeah, the sizing of this it's different. Yeah, so let me do the planes again. It's gonna be very quick. But I hadn't thought about the space that I needed for the trunk. This is the space that I'm gonna leave. So this is gonna be 112 by 112. So let's delete these planes. Yeah, I'm gonna delete the planes. We already have like this thing, right? Yeah. There it is. That's the mesh for the tree. So let's just do a couple of planes here. Genki says I'm pulling your leg, nerdy. I know, dude, but I gotta like be clear on why I'm treating my sister like that, dude. Noldat says I'm currently 22. I started coding in school. No computer, so I had to code in my phone. I have Arch Linux in my phone, by the way. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Shit, you're a real fucking hacker, dude. If you're running Arch on a fucking phone with no computer. When you say in school, how long is it that you started coding? Sam Sniffle says, whoa, you're still young, Nuldot. That's so cool. Linux on the phone? Yeah, man. If you are like this tech savvy, you can run Linux on the phone. I am not. I am for sure not that tech savvy, dude, to be running shit like this, like Nuldot. But, dude, really wanna beat you now. Jackie says, bro's a psychopath. What the? Yeah, that would be in a good way. No, dude. Running Arch Linux on a phone, it's... Oh shit, dude, I don't know. Yeah, this is crazy. Noldot says I couldn't get to college though. Had to work to help my family. Totally fucking get it, dude. You know the drill, right? Noldot says, and actually I have work tomorrow, so I should be sleeping right now. Dude, this is crazy. Yeah, where do you work on? Do you work on Valle de Angeles or here in the city? Okay, let me apply the texture to that one. Dude, this is fucking crazy, people. I cannot believe I found someone else randomly, because there have people from my country that had come to the stream, but they are friends. They know my Instagram, they know I'm from Honduras, and they come, but not once a person coming from a raid from someone that is from the US came on a raid and was from Honduras. That is crazy. Sammy Sniffle says, drink a monster and hang out with chat. I don't drink monsters, so I'm not gonna endorse that message. But Sammy Sniffles endorsed this message, so drink a monster and hang out with the chat. Noldot. Noldot says, I'm gonna read it in Spanish and then I'm gonna read it in English. En serio, maje, me sigo riendo de las probabilidades de encontrar a otro hondureño en estas circunstancias. Me voy a tu servidor, mañana hablamos más. Thank you, dude, for coming. This means it's fucking crazy the probabilities of finding another Honduran randomly on Twitch making coding stuff and shit. Yeah, so you're coming tomorrow to the server and stuff. Appreciate it, dude. Have a good night. Noldot. Crazy shit, the internet. Yeah, power of the internet, people. Do not ever... Savage Sniffles. See, dude? You never know what's gonna happen on the internet, dude. So, post your stuff, dude. Post your stuff, because you're gonna make connections, dude. From all over the world. I've met people from all over the world. From my country now. I never expected to find someone randomly on Twitch from the country that didn't know me at all. Yeah, I have friends that come here, but they have known me before. Yeah, so this is funny. This is funny and really, really cool. Only Hans sending the love. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Can you believe this shit, Only Hans? Yeah. Only Hans is a close friend. She also knows Spanish, so she must be like fucking laughing at this story. Yeah. Sammy says the internet is so cool in that way. Yeah, dude. That's why I was telling you earlier that... Yeah, I know you may be insecure about your work, underestimate yourself and stuff, but just posting your work opens up to this kind of connections. Yeah. And good things will happen. Joey says, dude, the internet is fucking amazing. I met Joey on the internet. Oh, shit. And an anonymous gifter gifted 1 sub. To Jerem. Fuck yeah, Jerem's cool. That's really cool that Jerem received a sub. Thank you, anonymous gifter. Sending the love. This is a fucking amazing night. Meeting all of you amazing people and shit. Really cool vibes. Really, really chill. Having fun. Good conversations. Yeah, Sammy Stifle sending the love. Let's fucking go indeed. Let me send off let's fucking go on the chat. I'm very sorry for the people on YouTube. You cannot see that emoji on the chat, but you can see it there on the overlay, right? Yeah. Only Hans says que locura Tulio, which is in English, this is fucking crazy. Yeah, this is fucking crazy. Only Hans, you know how fucking crazy this is. Honduras is a very small country, people, and using Twitch is not that common, and people making games is even more uncommon. So finding this null person randomly, it's crazy. Joey says let's fucking go indeed. Sammy, let's fucking go indeed. My sister sending my stupid ass face. Let's fucking let me find that one. Yeah, check out that one, people. That's a handsome ass fucking face. Looks like a moron's face, but he's handsome. That emoji, you can't deny he's a handsome emoji. Yeah. Oh shit, I'm pumped today. I am pumped and I am grateful today. So this is really cool. Let's do this leaves again with the different resolution, right? Yeah, let's move this one a bit up. Yeah. So they'd look imperfect. The cool way of doing plants, I would say, is to add imperfections. Yeah. Not try to make them look perfect. Joey, did you end your work today? How are things going with your work, Joey Toro? Polyphim, where the fuck have you been, dude? Thank you for coming, Polyphim. Appreciate it, dude. Our good friend Polyphim in the chat. Where have you been, dude? How is life? How was your stream? Sorry that I couldn't like go to your stream today. Was doing a couple of things, but if you people like really cool art, go and give Polyphim a follow. Joey says good looking plants. Thank you, dude. Yeah, so I'm working on this town, dude, and I'm trying to add some gardens and do not repeat or copy myself with the same plants I've been using. So I'm trying to do a couple of new ones. Joey sending the love to Polyphim. Null that says, I forgot to ask, where's the server link? There it is right now, dude. Just in the chat, the bot sent it. Oh, Sammy Sniffle sent it. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you. There it is, my friend. Null dot. Me alero. Man, que locura. Gracias. Thanks to you. Thanks. Have a good night, dude. Null dot. Polyphim. This is a crazy ass fucking story. I'm gonna tell it to you because you're a good friend and a close friend of the channel. Forsaken that came in with a raid today. And in a random crazy way, we were just talking and shit, and I said something that with the craziest kind of comment, this story started. Polyphim says I'm good, liking cause I'm the iPad and writing here it's a pain. Yeah, don't worry, dude. Lurking, just lurking. Yeah, so Polyphim. Yeah, I said to people, we were talking about college, university, and prices in the US, which are very, very high for many people, and they told me the story about parking being very, very expensive in the US, parking in colleges. And I told them, dude, that is fucking crazy. Not even in the third world, I told them, it's that dysfunctional in terms of the parking prices. And then someone said, where the fuck are you from? And I said Honduras, and they said I'm also from Honduras. We live very close. Polyphim says, I know, I've been here. Oh shit, you know the story. Yeah, crazy story. Polyphim sending the love to Joey. Yo, Polyphim, did you make progress on your overlay today, dude? Okay, let me assign that one. And in all of this part, yeah, let's do the UV unwrapping of this mesh. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Polyphim, how is your overlay going, dude? Okay, people, so I'm just gonna make this very narrow. And I don't know if we should make it tall or not, but yeah, I'm gonna do this. So we can have a bit of more resolution for the trunk of the tree. Polyphim says small world. Fucking small, like way too fucking small, dude. This is some crazy ass story, dude. And then he sent a message in the chat in Honduran Spanish, like very specific Honduran words, and I was like, the fuck is happening? That was funny. Only Han says, I missed the part about expensive parking. I teach at a college and I have to pay 130 every semester to park at my college. Only Hans, this is cheap. Forsaken Daps and Sammy have to pay 500. Yeah, that is cheap compared to those. It's not cheap for me, but for them it's even, yeah, I can believe it. Students have to pay 50 a semester, maybe in your college, but not in Forsaken Daps in Sammy's college. Yeah, only Han says teachers get fucking bopped. That is fucking crazy, dude. Fucking parking should be fucking free in these places. Polyphim says a little bit, didn't work much of it. Trico said the blonde hair looked like potatoes, so the school, it's a redhead. Oh shit, Trico has no remorse, he doesn't give a fuck. CC Trico is a friend of this channel, also now from Polyphim channels, and it's a young kid that comes just to cook us. He is very sincere and cooks us constantly. But he's very young. Sam's Default says teachers have to pay too. Yeah, it seems like it, dude. Seems like it. Yeah, that's crazy, people. I can't believe this stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's paint the element. Yeah, okay, so now we have it, and we can apply the texture. We're gonna duplicate a couple of those meshes and stuff, but now this is gonna work. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So let's save this one. That red is just a placeholder, people, so I know where those faces are. Only Han says yeah to Sammy. Yeah, dude, what the fuck? Colleges in the US, universities already make a shitload of money. Why the fuck are they charging you this kind of prices for parking? Yeah, I cannot even process this and fathom this. That sounds crazy. Oh shit, do not crash. I thought it was gonna crash, Aseprite, but it didn't. Yeah, so it's good that it didn't. Okay, let me select this faces. Yeah, so we can extend the UVs a bit more, it seems. Yeah, so we can have more resolution. Yeah, okay, so this one, and I'm gonna extend it a bit here. I wouldn't say like that much. Yeah, let me make this bigger to be more like specific, right? Yeah, I think there it is. We have enough resolution for the trunk. Let me paint it again. Yeah, let's go here and paint it again. Yeah, okay, let's save this one. Yeah, let me save it. Small trees here, one. Let's go back here. Let me close up that one. Polim says capitalism. Dude, many of these fucking colleges and universities get money from the state, from the government. It's just greed. It's not even capitalism. Many of them are not even like businesses and shit. Joey says, bros, I'ma probably eat and head to bed. Good night, everyone. Joey, thank you, dude. Have a good night. Good night, Joey. Toro says only Hans. Nighty night, says Polyphim to Joey. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Appreciate it and looking forward to your work. Yeah, so Polyphim, dude, these are private schools, but they get a shitload of money from the government, from the state funding in the US, dude. So just because of that, I wouldn't assume that all of it's gonna be free, but fucking parking, dude, I would assume it's free. Yeah, that is something that I cannot process, fathom. Yeah, Sammy says, how is working on Aseprite? I know a couple of my friends have made a game with it using an Unreal Engine plugin, but how is learning to use Aseprite? Good night, Joey. Toro also says Sammy. Yeah, good night. So Sammy, Aseprite is king. This is like, yeah, no, it's king, dude. This is the best software for pixel art. You can do pixel art with many softwares, but I can assure you Aseprite is king. I fucking love it. I've had a lot of fun with it, and I'm also using that plugin that your friends have used for pixel art inside Unreal Engine. I'm not using it for the 3D meshes, but for characters. It is called Paper 2D and Paper ZD. It's a mix of both of two plugins. So the Spaceman, it's not 3D at all, dude. This is just flat sprites. Yeah. So Aseprite, I fucking love it. You can get it for free if you compile it yourself legally. Yeah, so check that out. And there is also a fork of Aseprite. Polyphim, what's the fork? The free fork of Aseprite? Yankee says private schools don't get money from the government, bro. Public schools do. Dude, in the US, even fucking Harvard gets money from the state. Yeah, and that is a private school, dude. In the US, that is true, dude. Many universities get money from the government, dude. They have endowments, they call it, and they are private. Nah, in the US, it's like that, dude. Yeah, here in Honduras not, but I know that in the US it's like that. Polyp says, you said it, receiving money, it's the business. Yeah, man. What the fuck are they charging students for parking? Sammy says, that's so amazing, I'll look into it. Yeah, look into it. Yeah, LibreSprite, yeah. So Sammy, LibreSprite is the free version of Aseprite. It's like a direct fork, I would say, my friend. Yeah, so you should check it out. Only Hans says, yeah, private colleges get funding too, like Tulio said. Yeah, in the US, yes, exactly. Even fucking Harvard, which is like the top-notch elite school, fucking expensive and shit, gets money from the US, from the US government. Sammy says it's the financial aid, then out of the pocket from the students. Yeah, Sammy also says, okay, thank you so much, I'll check it out. Yeah, go and check it out, my friend. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, this is exactly where I needed it. So let's paint this one into brown. Let's fire up Pixel Basher, people. Yeah. Ah, shit, not working. Yeah, it's not working here. Let me see here. Yeah, okay, there it is. Polim says direct, but many versions old, still works fine for everything. Yeah, it is the same Aseprite, just a couple versions old, many versions old it seems, but the main functionalities that you're gonna need to start learning pixel art are already there, Sammy. So just go and get that one, and then if you want the full Aseprite, just get it, yeah, on Steam or on itch.io. Okay, I'm just gonna make some random ass texture, flat texture. Yeah, for the trunk. Yeah, something simple. Let's go with the brown. Yeah, give me a sec, people. Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, let's find the brown. We may make this one a bit lighter, I would say, and let's add a bit of like dirt to the texture. Yeah, I'm gonna reduce the opacity of it, so at least it doesn't look like flat, right? It has like some detail, like the trunk, right? Yeah, that's enough. Something very simple I was looking for. Let's see if it exported to the clipboard. Sometimes that doesn't work. No, it didn't work, so I'm just gonna export the file. No, not that one. Oh shit, the fuck is happening? Polim says if you get it on itch, you don't have to fire Steam every time, but no auto updates. Yeah, that's why I got it on Steam, dude. Yeah, I got it on a sale, by the way, in a humble bundle sale, and I got the Steam key, but I was using it for a long time on itch.io, but it's way better because of the updates on Steam. But I do think it's cheaper on itch. I don't know, I may be mistaken. Yeah. Okay, small tree. No, small trees. Yeah, small trees. This one. Ref. Trunk. Okay, let's go back into Aseprite. And very, very quickly, people, we have an interesting trunk, I would say. Let's see how shitty or not shitty it looks. Let's save it. Let's go back into BlockBench. Yeah, check it out. So it's not like a flat color. I may add a bit of more contrast to it, but it's not a flat color, right? Okay, Sammy says, I think I tried getting it on itch, but it was too complicated for me. Yeah, so you could try it on Steam. You could also try it on the official website. Yaki says it's better to get it on itch. You get the portable version also on itch. Yeah, I didn't know. I think I'd like the auto updates. Yeah, that has been very helpful. I'm a fucking disorganized person, and I would be many versions behind if it wasn't for the auto updates. Somebody says, the free version legally. The free version legally, you have to download it from GitHub and compile it yourself. There must be like some video tutorial so you can do it, dude. Paul says, I ain't coming back to Aseprite. Resprite forever. Oh, now you're a Resprite lover, dude. I'm sorry, Mr. Polyphim. This guy just uses one sub for like 1 week and now he's hating on the other people. Yeah, not cool, Polyphim. Not cool. Okay, yeah, let's add a bit of more contrast there. Let's save it, go back into BlockBench, and yeah, okay, there it is. Let's move the planes. Awesome. Yeah, so Polyphim, now you're like the like Resprite ambassador, dude. I'm joking, people, this is brand and shit. Yeah, but it's really cool. Polyfim is doing pixel art on an iPad, so I would surely understand it, that if it fucking works really nice, keep using that one, Polyfim. Are you coming back tomorrow, dude, to do some work on your overlay, Polyfim? Yeah, let's do this one smaller. Sammy says, yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, GitHub was good. Oh, GitHub, not itch. Yeah. Yeah, it can be confusing. If you don't know about compiling software, it can be confusing. So just try to go with LibreSprite or try to get it on itch.io. Polyfim says to Sammy, look for LibreSprite on GitHub. No need to build it, and it's straight up process. Yo, so LibreSprite is already free, Sammy Stifle, and it's an executable very quickly. It would be a good way to get your feet on the water, dude, to see the software, and then you can spend money on it, right? Polyfim says, yeah, every day, random hour. I have seen Polyfim is an agent of chaos. He doesn't have a schedule for live streaming, which is fucking cool. I would also like to be like that sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I would like to do it right now at 4 p.m. but it has helped me, yeah, to be consistent with the schedule. But I know, Polyfim, sometimes one wants to embrace chaos. Yeah, so yeah, there they are, the leaves and shit. Maybe too rotated, maybe move them a bit down. Yeah, so maybe we could have a couple here on the middle of the branches in a smaller manner, I would say. Gex says, I've been live for 4 hours. Oh, trying to figure out this 3D tile shit. You haven't figured it out? You haven't? Is it like, what is the issue you're having right now? Sammy says, what is the schedule? So mine is... Let me make sure, dude, because I never fucking know the hours in the United States of America. I don't. I assume you're in the US because you were talking about college and parking. So Central Standard Time. I never know, dude, this changing of hours in the middle of the year. So I am in Central Time, and it would be 9:30 p.m. every day Central Standard Time. You're on Pacific Standard Time, so it would be 1 hour behind, I think. Oh no, yeah, no, let me see. Pacific Standard Time, yeah, 10:54 p.m. It's 1 hour before, right? Yeah, 1 hour before, so it would be for you 8:30 p.m. every night. Polyfim says, iOS Twitch app, it's crap. I'm sorry, dude. Polyfim just lurking. Yeah, I think also the Android one, they should fix it in many ways, dude. Yeah, it's not the best experience, and a lot of people like watching streams on the phone. Yeah, so sorry, Polyfim. We like you, dude, but yeah, Twitch not working for you today with the app. Okay, let me duplicate that one. Yeah, I think this is the kind of tree I had been thinking in my stupid ass mind. So let's go and bring it into Unreal, and we start placing them into the small town. Yeah, let's export it, and we're gonna do some variations. We already have the mesh. I can bring, you'll see very quickly. I'm gonna switch up those leaves and have another tree. Okay, let's export the OBJ. Yeah. Okay, so where are you? Small trees, small tree 1. This one's gonna be OBJ. Yeah, let me create a folder. Always I create one of those folders because then I do not know where the OBJ is. This one's gonna be M small tree 01. Let's go back, and those ones we're gonna have them around here with the bushes. I may make other bushes just to not copy myself. The overworld trees. We're gonna make a new folder for small trees. Yeah, let's go here, and this one's gonna be small trees 01. Sammy says true to Polyfim. Yeah, Polyfim says the view it's fine, using the chat is not. Yeah, and the extensions and everything, it's not cool, dude. Genki says, have you tried using an No. I haven't. What is that file, dude? Nah, BlockBench doesn't export that one, dude. Nah, BlockBench only has GLTF, OBJ, FBX, Colada, or DAE. But that one, I hadn't heard about that one, Genki. Does Blender export it or any other software? Yeah, first time I'm hearing about that one. Okay, let me import this one. Yeah. Small trees 01. And very quickly we're gonna have the tree working here. Oh, what the fuck is the scale for this? Would it be 100? Yeah. Oh no, it's not 100. That's a big ass fucking tree. So check out how it looks, people, without a texture. Really interesting, right? It's just planes with moved vertices and edges. It's very simple, but when you add the masking, it turns into a tree. Sammy says, alrighty, I will have to head out. Thank you so much for the chats and good vibes. It was nice meeting you and everyone. I will try to catch next streams. Bye bye, my friend. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the follow. Means a lot. Sending the best vibes to you, the best energies for all your endeavors and your projects, and I'm looking forward to what you will be cooking, Sammy. Appreciate it. Sammy says, I will lurk. The tree turned out cool. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Have a good night, dude. Bye bye. Okay, so the scale is not 100 indeed. Yeah. Let's try half. Would it be? This has to be a small tree. Yeah, it could be 50. I'm thinking it could be 50. Yeah, for sure. So let's create the material for this one. Yeah, let's turn this one into 2D pixel art. Create material. So by the way, people, if you're watching, wherever you're watching, on YouTube, on Twitch, Kick, yeah, just leave a message if you want to talk, if you want to ask about what I'm working on. I do not bite. Pauline says, you got your Unreal Engine plugins from the store. I did. Like 10 fucking minutes before the sale closed, dude. I got them. I was overthinking, dude. I was really overthinking. I removed one at the last minute because then I found another one. I mixed up two that could have the functionality of another one that was way more expensive. But yeah, it was cool, dude. I got some cool stuff. Did you get anything, Polythene, for Godot? Onlyhan says, I do not bite. Do you think I do not bite, or do I look aggressive, Onlyhands? Okay, what the fuck am I doing here? Naming shit. Yeah, see my fucking brain. I was naming this material Matt_Twitch01. I don't even know when the fuck that happened, but yeah, you can see my brain at work when it's overflowed, like right now on the stream. So this one's gonna be Matt, yeah, small tree 01. Onlyhan says, you're aggressively kind. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Means a lot. And I would say aggressively fucking crazy also. But we have fun nonetheless. Yeah, can you believe me naming that material Twitch? I don't know what I was saying, but I named it Twitch. Orisha doesn't bite you. I will. How are you, Orisha? We were talking about, dude, I was really like surprised on the price of your college or your university. That is a lot of money, dude. I don't know how you people manage to do it. Polyfilm on YouTube? I ain't paying for anything until I make something. Okay, dude. Thank you for coming on YouTube, Polyfilm. Okay, let's make this one masked. Yeah. Oh no, not there. Fucking stupid. Yeah. Yeah, so Orisha, yeah, dude, we were in the middle of the conversation and shit, and I didn't come back to your message, but that is a shit load of money, dude. Yeah, so my sincere admiration, dude, for, I don't know how you manage to do it, people, American people, because it's very expensive, dude. So Props to you. What have you been working on, Arisha, these last few days? This one's gonna be a small 301, and check it out. Look at the shadows. The shadows look really, really nice. Yeah, the engine does its work, right? Yeah, check out that shadows. And yeah, I think this is the kind of tree I was looking for, like the right height, smaller, thinner type of tree. Yeah, let's put like 3 around here. Yeah, one another here. Yeah, let's make this one shorter, and let's do the same thing here. So see, people, how cool a small town starts to have life. We can bring life into it. This was nothing 2 days ago. This was nothing. There was nothing there. Only Hans says, what does everyone have planned for tomorrow? I would say, Only Hans, that I'm gonna be working on a crazy ass game called Spaceman Memories. You're gonna be watching Netflix because you're sick, right? But I'm gonna be here working on the game. Column says, which app crashed? Is it a holiday there? No, dude, it's just some random Wednesday. Not holiday. Just curious if anyone's doing anything cool on a Wednesday. I'm doing something cool on a Wednesday. I'm working on a game. Yeah, it's what I do every day, right? From Monday to Sunday and shit. But I'm grateful that I can even do it on the Wednesday. What about you, Only Hans? Do you have any specific plans? Yeah, check out the trees. This is what I was looking for. We can put a couple of these ones behind. Yeah, so we're gonna get rid of not all of the bamboo, I would say. A bit of the bamboo, not all of it. So it's not only bamboo here. Orisha says, yeah, definitely a lot of money. I work on my job during weekends, but throughout the week I do schoolwork and relax. Yeah, good for you. Good for you, Orisha. Hard, really hard. The struggle is real, like Forsaken Dabs was saying. Only Hans says, yeah, you know, I'll be watching TV all day trying to heal. Yeah, just gotta heal right now. Yeah, having a disease is shitty, and it's no joke. You gotta take care of yourself if you don't want it to get worse. Volume says on YouTube, might eat a little of chocolate ice cream if I can find it. Shit, dude, I haven't ate ice cream in a month, which is the longer I haven't ate ice cream in my life, I think. Only Hans says, oh my god, what, Polly? I'm jealous. Sounds so good. Indeed. Polly says, not cool, but it's something. I think it's cool, dude. Only Hans says, what the fuck? I disagree. It sounds incredible. I also disagree. Only Hans says, I hope it's a good day at school tomorrow, Risha. Yeah, dude. I hope everything goes well for you, my friend. Yeah, and thank you for coming back to the channel these last few days, Orisha. It's really cool. It's been a while since we talked, right? So I really appreciate it. Yo, Polyphim, dude, having ice cream is some epic shit, dude. I wouldn't be complaining, and I cannot have any, so have a bit for me in my name. Have some ice cream, dude, and enjoy it. Paul says, be sure to get some when you get better. No, yeah. Only Hans, be sure to get some. Or were you telling it to me? Are you meaning better when I get leaner, when I lose weight? Only Hans says, yeah, I will. Something to look forward to, Polyphim. No, I know you were talking to Only Hans, dude. I am being an asshole. Just accusing you. Okay, let me delete the bamboo of all of these places. Yeah, but the trees go with the vibe. For sure. I'm happy about the trees. I had procrastinating small trees, so it's really cool that we have them. Okay. Let's see. Let me delete these ones. And these ones. Orisha says to Only Hans, yeah, I think it will be an easy rest of the week. Thank you. Only Hans says to Orisha, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, indeed. That is like the motto of this channel, people. It's swearing, right? But we're grown-ups. We can swear. Some people here are not grown-ups and they come and swear. Yeah, true story. But anyways, we try to be cool nonetheless. Dude, Polyphim, I cannot believe Trico just went to cook you, dude. Only Hans, did you hear that story? Trico made Polyphim change the color of the hair of the art. Polyphim says the Darna survived. Dude, I fucking hope so, dude. That is some... I fucking... No, I know. I'm pretty sure he's fine, dude. I'm pretty sure he must be fine. I'm gonna send a message to him today after the stream, because it's gonna be the morning in the Great Britain. But he was having fun, dude, so I'm thinking he was fine after that shitty ass moment in his health life, dude. Shit, that was scary, dude. That shit was scary. No, but I think he's okay. Only has says to Orisha, sorry if you already said this and I missed it. What are you in school for, Orisha? Genki, laughing my ass off. What? Oh, dude, Genki, didn't you hear the story? About Darna 1? Yeah, Darna, he came in and I asked him, how are you, dude? And he told me he was in the hospital. And I asked him about what, and he told me the doctors were thinking it was a heart attack. Yeah, but it seems that he was getting along fine. Yeah, Onlyhan says, yeah, I was there on Polystream. Oh shit, you were there for that epic moment? Oh, the fuck happened here, people? Did I just fucking deleted the wrong... Yeah, let me see. Let me change this one here. I deleted the wrong floor. Nah, okay, we are back. We are back. Okay, let's bring up some trees here. So these cool Japanese people have really nice gardens on this town, and it's really fucking cool. We're gonna do another 3 before the stream ends. I'm gonna do some other leaves, another variation, and we're gonna place those around here. But the town is already looking like a town. Okay, Genki says no, talking about Trico. Yeah, that's a true story. Risha, computer animation. Yeah, hard shit. Genki says, damn, Mojang fuck him up. No, that is Barok. That is Barok 5. Darna 1 is from Great Britain. He works in Unreal and stuff. Onlyhan says to Orisha, are you enjoying it? I would hope so. Computer animation is fucking cool to learn. Polyphim says it's fine. I wasn't sure about the hair either. Yeah. But he's a cooker indeed. Yeah, professional chef. CC Trick. These kids don't give a fuck, dude. And it's so fucking funny, dude. I really laugh at these kids being cooking people and telling them they're old or to change colors and shit. Yeah, I don't take offense because they're kids. They're small kids and they joke in a different way. Yeah, let's go and check out the trees, people, and we can do the other variation. We're gonna add things here, props. I don't know what, but on the side of the houses we're gonna have props. I don't know what yet. Okay, let's go and check it out. Onlyhan says to Orisha, yeah, I am. I'm 32 years old and I'm proud of myself for going back to school. Good for you, Orisha. Computer animation is hard, dude. Hard to learn. I studied a bit of it, not like in a formal university, but on another kind of institution. Like it was like a technical degree, something like that. And going to a good school where they teach you animation with the fundamentals and in an organized manner, I would say it's a good way of learning it, dude, because it can be very overwhelming. You're learning by yourself and shit. So props to you, my friend Orisha. Yeah, I totally understand it. So the town is looking like a town, people. The trees are looking like trees and shit. Let's do some other trees. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Looks like a really cozy fucking town. Yeah, really nice. Let's do other trees. Let's find some other leaves. So with that, we did that one. Let me try this one. Yeah, the branches are different, and I've been meaning to try something like this that has just leaves at the edge of the branch. Yeah, different kind of leaves. Onlyhan says, oh fuck yeah, good for you, Risha. Yeah, man. Yeah, Yeah, dude or man or woman. I don't know what you are, Risha. Sorry if I assumed something and I told you dude or anything. But good for you, my friend. Yeah. Hayes says, what's the file browser? This is File Pilot, dude. And it's fucking quick. Like, File Explorer, Windows File Explorer now feels like shit. I fucking hate it now, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna send you the link there in the chat. It's got a free open beta right now, and the beta, even on the beta state, it's way fucking better, dude, than the regular File Explorer. You can have really cool tabs very quickly. You can have divisions. Where was this, dude? Yeah, you can do very crazy layouts. I forgot, but yeah, you can do very, very cool stuff. It's very modular, dude. I really have to figure it out, but it's really, really cool. So for the people wondering about the File Explorer I'm using there, it's called File Pilot. I'm sending it over on the chat. Horatio says, I'm a man, laugh out loud. Thank you. Only hands, yeah. So there it is, File Pilot. It's in beta state right now, but it's for free, so you can already get it. Paul says, no shame in going to school at any age. Indeed. Yeah, no shame, dude. School is for some people. I would say it's not for a person like me, but I totally understand. Other people going to school, my sisters went to school and shit. Everybody has a different kind of dream, so I totally understand it. Philip says, good for you. Yeah, good for you, Arisha. Oh shit, Arisha, I don't think Arisha's watching right now. Okay, I sent the message to Arisha there in the chat. So what else? Yeah, let's go and do the other ones. So what is the name of this one? Yeah, so vegetation. See how fucking quick that is? I just wrote one letter, it found what I was trying to look for. Windows File Explorer is not like that. What is the one that I was trying to use? Vegetation branch 17. Yeah, let's try 17. So this is one I fucking hate things, because when I want to open a file on another software, it defaults to that one, because Microsoft makes it difficult to make it the default one. But they're gonna figure it out. I'm pretty sure they're gonna figure it out, the people that are making this software. Okay, vegetation 17. Let's open up that one. If this says I just installed it, badass, it is badass. It's like, it's very hard to go back, and it's very modular. The things that you can do, the tabs, it's really quick. Yeah, dude. Yeah. No, I would give my life for File Pilot, dude. Yeah. No, that may just be way too fanboy, right? But Polyfilm hates it, but I love it. Yeah, Polyfilm hates it. Polyfilm the other day was defending Windows File Explorer, which I don't understand, people. I totally don't understand this Polyfilm. That was very offensive towards the File Pilot users. As I said, it feels so bizarre that when I double click, it's instant. I'm like lost where I'm caused, like how fast it is. This is a good thing though. Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. It feels fucking weird, because I've used Windows File Explorer all of my life, and I've just defaulted to that one, and I thought searching for files was this slow just by default. Polyp says I don't hate it. What the fuck? Nah, dude, I was just accusing you of. Yeah, these were fake accusations by me towards Polyfilm. No, Polyfilm doesn't hate it. I was just joking. No, but yeah, what Hasted was saying, dude. Yeah, when you try it, it's really fucking hard to go back. And when you're trying to open files on another software and shit, yeah, not fun. Not fun. Shit is quick, dude. Shit is quick. And it's made by a solo developer, by the way, also. Yeah, really cool guy. Okay. These are the leaves. Yeah, we're gonna make this one smaller and shit. So let's make the branch. Yeah, with the brown. Let me see. Let's make this one a bit bigger. Nah, 3 is too much. Too much, not too much. Yeah. So the branch on this one should be more clear because the branches are gonna show this one. Yeah, on this type of tree. Let's see. I'm gonna have to select this one and copy it and bring it to another layer, because on the layer below I'm gonna add a stroke that I'm not gonna have on the other part. Yeah, outline. Yeah, see, that is a stroke that I wasn't needing there. Yeah, RGB. Yeah, HSV. Yeah, darker green. Oh, the strokes are cool. I may add a couple of these things on here. Let me see, like a line tool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Check it out. So they look like leaves. Awesome. Give me a sec, people. I'm gonna start that. Yeah. Okay. So it's good that the internet didn't shit the bed today. I was afraid because the connection was being unstable before the stream. So I'm happy, people. This was some epic good fucking live stream with epic good new friendships and shit, and the friendships that I already have and shit. Yeah, had a lot of fun. Fuck yeah, not yet finishing, but just saying it. Hazel says, how do I bookmark? Never mind, I'm stupid. You found it right. Good. It has a lot of functionality. You should go and also check out the website, dude, because there's functionalities that aren't that obvious and they are really, really good. Okay, this layer is gonna go below this one. Yeah, and let's flatten this one and let's bring it to the other place. Yeah, okay, it's not this one, it's this one, right? No, so I shouldn't have deleted that one. Let me do it on the other layer so I can have a reference of where the leaves go, right? And then I can delete the other shit. Okay, so I'm trying to make the branches show. I think that I'm gonna have to go and fix a couple of those pixels, but this one's gonna be not like that populated of leaves. I want like the middle branch to be more obvious. Yeah, so there. Yeah, let me switch this one. No, not vertically, horizontally. Yeah, there it is. And finally again, and let's rotate it. Olive says, I'll give it a spin again tomorrow. Dude, no, don't do it, dude, just because I said it. This is bowling, dude. I'm bowling you, dude, and I could be thrown to jail for bullying you, Polypheme, to use File Pilot, dude. So no, dude, don't use it. But File Pilot is fucking good, dude. I sound like a fanboy, dude, but I've been using File Explorer for 31 fucking years now. No, I wasn't using a computer when I was 1 year old, but something like that, right? And it's so much different, dude, and so much quicker. Yeah, okay, let's go and fix these branches. I'm thinking I shouldn't have done these branches before. I should have done them here. I'm just gonna delete everything, I would say. Yeah, Hazel says, I'm not really understanding how to do a search because I typed something in filter and nothing populated. Okay, let me see, dude. Where are you doing the search? Yeah, let me make the window smaller so you can see. So it's working for me here. Yeah, here, dude, in filter. Yeah, check it out. If I do the search, I can go and find tree. Yeah, Unreal. Yeah, Unreal projects, Spaceman Memories, tree. Yeah, it's working for me there on the search below. Yeah, small tree. Yeah, check it out. Very quickly, it's loading everything. Polim says, don't give yourself that much credit, nerdy. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna take it. Hey, says, you know how you can do a search and it'll show all the child files of the same name? No, I wouldn't know, dude. But there must be that functionality. That's why I think, yeah, I have to sit down to see that documentation, because it seems to be a very complex and robust software, dude. Yeah, but it must have that functionality. Polim says, show us your what folder? Dude, I never know what that word means. Could you tell me, Polyphim? I've seen that word, but I never know what it means. Jesus says, I look at the website. Yeah, on the website it must be, dude. It's very modular, dude, so you can turn it into whatever you want. Yeah. Let me see, what was I trying to do? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so you can do this also, Hayes. Check it out. You can have like the divisions of the Explorer. You can like open another like folder and shit and just move it to the layout, different kind of layouts. Yeah, let me find another like folder. Real Spaceman Memories, 2D grass. Yeah, so if I open this one, I want to like move it to this part. Yeah, so you can have different kind of layouts. Polyphim says your folder that got all your sexy photos. I don't have any sexy photos, Polyphim. I don't know what makes you think I'm a sexy type of person. Dude, I don't have sexy photos. The closest thing would be like my photos where I cycled. I showed them one time. You were here, Polyphim. I showed my cycling photos. He just says, I figured it out how to change the setting on the search to show me inside of every folder in the folder I'm in. And it's quick, right? It finds what you're looking for. Did it do the trick? Only Hans laughing your ass off. Yankee says Despacito. Yeah, so it would be my Despacito folder, Polyphim. Polyphim, did you see those photos that day? Yeah, when I showed my cycling days. Shit, Hayes says, so yeah, it's quick. Yeah, dude. you're not gonna wanna go back to fucking Windows File Explorer, dude. I know you're the type of person that is gonna fucking hate to use it in certain situations. Yeah, okay, let's do this branchster. Nothing fancy, people, nothing fancy. Let's bring this one to this other side. Only Hans says cycling papu. Yeah, I read the one from his. Yeah, I'm a cycling papu. I was a cycling papu. I don't cycle anymore. Makes me feel guilty and shit. Yeah, cause I was a hardcore cyclist. Polyphim, have you done hardcore cycling in Colombia? Polyphim says, I don't think I was here. No. Okay, dude. I'm gonna show them so you can see my lewd photos. So this was me when I was cycling a couple years ago. Now I do not. I'm fucking lazy. But this was me. Let me find that Instagram. It's my other Instagram that I don't use anymore. Yeah, so this is when I was cycling, Polyphim. Check it out. I was more fit, more lean and shit. That's my bike. I don't go to mountains anymore on a bike and shit. Yeah, check me out. Check me out. I was getting out of the house in those times. I do not get out of the house anymore. Polyphim says, nerdy for sure have to cyclist booty. Nah, I don't have the booty, dude. It says, I love how you can look at images quickly in the File Explorer and not bring into an external program. Yeah, you can do the preview, right? Exactly. You can do the preview with the spacebar. Yankee says, nerdy look ready to fuck. Look at them legs. Yeah, man. Yeah, different times. Yeah, so Polyphim, those are my lewd photos in my cycling times. I did some bike packing throughout Honduras. Check it out. I was carrying everything that I needed to survive on the bike, and I crossed the country on the bike. Yeah, different times. Life changes. I took pictures also of people cycling, people riding bikes throughout the country. All kinds of cyclists. Yeah. Yeah, life changes, people. Yeah. One day you're crossing the country on a bike, then you're an overweight Twitch streamer. Hey, this says cross the country. Damn, dude, that's impressive. Yeah, dude, I crushed it from south to north. It isn't that big. You can check it out on the map. Yeah, check out the videos when I was riding throughout the country. It isn't that big as the US, but it was long, dude. It was fucking hard to cross it. Only Hans says the pics make me miss El Salvador. Central America is so beautiful. Yeah, it's like a cousin. Honduras, it's like the bigger cousin of El Salvador. Pauline says, right on, nerdy. Yeah, my sister and her husband are hardcore cyclists. Dude, everybody's hardcore cyclist in Colombia. And you are the one that is not a hardcore cyclist. It's people, this is real. Polyphim knows that I'm not lying. Yeah, so those are my pictures when I was cycling, people. Yeah, so in Colombia, cycling is like a fucking national sport. Yeah, they've got like some of the best cyclists in the world. No joking shit. Yeah, it's just that Polyphim doesn't want to cycle, but they do have a big culture of cycling. Right, Polyphim? Am I lying? I am not, dude. I am not. Yeah, Colombian cyclists are some of the best fucking cyclists in the world. They have won the Tour de France and shit. Yeah, big culture of cycling. Okay, let me delete all of the thing below this. Ah, no, not that layer. Only Hans sending the fire spaceman. Thank you, my friend. Do you know how to ride bikes, Only Hans? Who knows how to ride bikes and who doesn't? If it says that the batch rename is gonna make me explode. This will speed up workflow a lot when renaming voice acting files. Dude, I am fucking glad that file pilot is changing your life. But it's because it is a fucking life changer, dude. And it's really cool that it's for free right now on the beta. Column says they live in the US. Her husband from Aseprite, the cycling brand, owns Aseprite. What? What, dude? Which, let me see that brand. I do not know that brand, so I'm googling it. Aseprite. Yeah, Aseprite cycling. Okay, let me check it out, Polyphim. That is crazy, dude. Ah, it's cycling fashion. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Nice shirts. Nice bibs. That is the name of the shorts, bibs. They are very artsy, Polyphim. Why haven't you ever made like art for like cycling apparel? I've seen really cool one, dude. I'm not joking here. Would you be open to that? Olihan says I rode bike across my state. Oh, you told me. I'm fucking stupid. That is just my stupid ass brain. Yeah, you told me. So only Hans rode a bike across the state in 2018 to raise money for refugees in your city who I was working with. Yeah, I remember this story. Yeah, so only Hans knows how to ride a bike. What the fuck did I do, people? Where is this? Where are the leaves? I deleted them. Okay, there they are. That's the right layer. And let's delete here. Okay, so now let me save this one. This one's gonna be small tree 2. Yeah, small tree 2. Awesome. Yeah. Only Hans says, but I haven't been on a bike since, laughing my ass off. A long time. No, I haven't been on a bike for a couple months. Yeah, not that much. But I have to go back indeed. Volume says cycling fashion. Yeah, they have their own in-house illustrator. Yeah, dude. Cycling fashion is a fashion that really likes to work with artists. A lot of brands like to hire good artists to do the art of the shirts and shit. It's very common, and you can You can see a lot of epic art in the cycling business. Okay, yeah, let me resave it. Let's go back into BlockBench, and we're gonna see our new tree. Maybe I can change a bit of like the trunk color, right, so it doesn't look like the same one. So let me see, adjustments, hue, saturation, or brightness. We could pump up the brightness on this one. Brightness, contrast, yeah, or reduce the contrast. Yeah, okay, there it is. So let me save this one again. Let's go back into BlockBench and let's replace it. Okay, let me read the comments. Hazef says, haven't been on a bike in 10 years. A long time, dude. Only Han says, Tulio, let's ride our bikes and meet in the middle of the didn't mean to type up. Yeah, in the middle. And where would that fucking be? Would that be in Mexico or Texas? Where would the middle be between Seattle and Honduras? Polyvan says, sister, it's a hardcore sports person. She got a scholarship for it for the university in Lincoln, Nebraska. Go Huskers. Oh shit. Yeah, Colombian cyclists. Yeah, see, people, I was just talking with one Colombian, and this Colombian knows a hardcore Colombian cyclist. That is very common. Yeah, only Han says pop up sister. Yeah, Paulo says swimming. I mean, oh, and swimming, not cycling. But she does cycling. So how did she meet the guy that owns the cycling business? Only Han says I was thinking Texas maybe. Yeah, what was her event, Polyphim? But I'm thinking your sister likes cycling, right, Polyphim? And she's good at it also. Okay, let's change the file. Yeah, let's proceed, dude. And yeah, different kind of branches. So these ones are not centered, so I have to move them. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, let's rotate this ones a bit. Not on that axis, dude, on this one. Yeah, this axis, dude. Don't go crazy. Okay, let's bring these trees into the engine. I'm not gonna overthink it. Let's just place them before we end the stream. Yeah, just a couple of minutes to go. Do not leave on Twitch, people. Let's go and find someone to support with the raid. Someone making games. Export OBJ. This is gonna be small 302. Yeah, OBJ. Yeah, M small 302. Let's go back. Small trees. Yeah. Let's import that one. Olive says that, do you mean her event competition? I don't know how to say it in English. 100 meters, different styles like the US, dude. That's all them medals. Yeah, so that's the style, 100 meter swimming, right? Only Hans says butterfly like Michael Phelps, dude. Polyphim, Only Hans is a hardcore swimmer. Yeah, so that's what she's asking. Polyphim says she's a cyclist now. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Only Hans says 100 and 200 butterfly was my events too. Yeah, so that's what she was asking. Only Hans has been a hardcore swimmer, so she knows all the technical terms and shit. Okay, small tree 2. Small tree, let's import it. What's the fucking... Yeah, 50, right? Yeah, 50 was the sizing of this. Yeah. Let's place the mesh. Yeah. 50 is cool. So let's go and trade this material to the pixels. This one's gonna be small 3 matte 02. And let's apply it to the mesh. Yeah, small 3 02. Awesome. And let's change this one. Getting back to chat, people, give me a sec here. We're all set to go. And we have the trees, the new trees working. Yeah, check them out. They have a different vibe than the other ones, so they do not look like a copy of them. Yeah, we could make this one lower, this one a bit taller. Okay, Only Hans says, cool, I love that event as well. Oh, the one that, yeah, Polyphim says, like the Phelps, but only butterfly, all them 4. Yeah, individual medley, yeah, 4. That's the event that you loved also. Only Hans says, but you have to be absolutely perfect at all strokes, and breaststrokes was kind of my weakness. Breaststroke is fucking hard. I do not know. I have done it, but it's fucking hard. I don't know how people become good at that shit. Polyphim says, I forget I was also into swimming here in a club when I was a teen. Oh, in the times you were friends with La Llorona. Polyphim says she's been into competitive swimming since a little kid. Just like Only Hans. Yeah, Only Hans says, did you have a favorite event or stroke, Polyphim? Only Hans says, yeah, I started when I was 4. Yeah, exactly. As I was saying. Polyphim says, I was good at, yeah, pecho, breaststroke, right? Yeah, I think it's that, breaststroke. Yeah, that's the name in English, breaststroke. Dude, how come you fucking forgot you were competing in swimming, Polyphim? Your memory sucks, dude. And you were good at it and you didn't even remember you were good at it. Yeah, Polyphim being crazy as always. Okay. So the town looking like a town. Yeah. Check it out. Let's move this one closer so they do not overlap. Yeah, I am happy about this cozy town. It looks different than the other one. The thing that I like the most about this town is that I didn't copy myself and did the same one. Different houses, different plans, different layouts. So I'm happy about it. Okay, let me read the comments. Polyphim says, only won like a silver medal in like 10 years. I was really bad. You weren't, dude. You weren't. Only Hans is so cool, Polyphim. Yeah, and sending the medal. Literally the medal there on the chat. So the town is starting to look good, people. Tomorrow we're gonna keep extending this idea. This was a lot of fun. Epic fucking live stream. Appreciate it, people. Means a lot. And coming back tomorrow at the same hour. Remember, if you haven't added my game to your wish list, go and add it to your wish list. I would really appreciate it. You can find it there on the message pinned in the chat, both on YouTube and Twitch. So let's go into the raid browser and let's see who we can support. Polyphim says, swimming was a big part of our childhoods, especially because sister was one of the best in the country. Oh fuck, that big, dude. Only Hans says swimming was all my childhood too. Good times. Yeah, Only Hans had told me this. So I played other sports, wasn't good at them, but I played baseball. That was a good part of my childhood, which was fucking good. Then I got into music when I was a teen, but I was not a good sportsman. Even when I became a cyclist, a hardcore cyclist, I wasn't winning any medals. But I really enjoyed it. Only Hans laughing. Polyphim says, rate a swimmer, nerdy. Dude, is there a swimming category on Twitch? There should be a swimming category on Twitch, dude. For people like you and Only Hans. Yeah. Okay, let's see who stream. Let's try to find someone new that we do not know. If we cannot find someone new making games, we're gonna go with someone that we know. Has to be a small streamer that doesn't have a lot of viewers so we can support, right? Yeah, let's see. I know Booyah Grandma. If we don't find someone, we're gonna go with Booyah Grandma. But let's try to find a new friend today, cause it's fun. It's fun to find new friends. Yeah, let me see. Make a roguelike RPG with me. Okay, let's go and support Moonwood Games. Have a good night, people. Starting a raid. Bye bye. Coming back tomorrow. 8 viewers ready to raid. Fuck yeah, people. Thank you. Have a good night.